Hello, people of Earth! It's your pal, the Orbital Outcast, Rad Gnarly, coming your way with another low-key broadcast. Today is Thursday, and you know what that means. 3 hours of boardroom drama and physical trauma as we stroll down the gnarly wrestling aisle in Fire Pro Wrestling World. But first, I'd like to say hello to everyone in chat or checking us out on VOD. No matter where or when you happen to be in this great big old world of ours, we're happy to have you with us. We hope that day finds you well. Alright, without any further ado, we got some boardrooms to get to. Let's blippity bloop over here. Check our human resources first. They are our most important commodity. Maximum capacity in the gym. Uh-oh. Alright, so I seem to have maximized my work for now. Let me just check the general trust level here. How's everybody doing? Nobody wants a raise? I'm pretty sure I took care of that afterwards. Alright, so we technically had sort of like the best gymnasium and such already. I got no problem investing in that. I got $2 million in assets I can see there. What do we got? Training center? Okay, under 300 grand to get how many more? I don't know. Expansion requirement of this would be 10 or more signed wrestlers. So you could potentially only have 10 people on your roster out of 21 and still keep expanding your capacity to hire people. That's kind of fun. All right, so this is going to be... I had originally intended, and I'll be upfront about this, to book 2 international shows because we have until, I believe, the 7th month of this calendar year 3 here in our universe to do that before we risk alienating the fans or losing our broadcasting sponsorship, because we need a crowd of at least 1,000 from that point going forward. So I just thought I'd try to do some low-level, international dates before then. But if we're going to be expanding the gym, we're going to do a show on home turf first to maybe completely wipe out the costs of that. Okay, so 285. I don't know how many more gym member or roster members it's going to allow us, but absolutely, come on down. Boom! Level 5 gymnasium. Now we can start to pick away at these. Let's see how many more people we can now hire. Let's check our promotional stats. 26. We got 5 more people to hire. Let me just update my handy-dandy text file. All right. There was a time in my life when I would be playing Fire Promoter mode on Final Fire Pro Wrestling, which was the second Game Boy Advance Fire Pro game that the fan, or the community had translated into English. At least the Management of Ring mode it was called at the time. So I'd be up playing that on an emulator because I couldn't own the card here, and having several text or Word documents up. I think actually a Google Doc I had up so I could even look at it as I was out and about in the world. What a dork. Anyway, all right, we got room for 5 more people. We got 4 belts in play because Kenta Kobashi, our GWA heavyweight champion, is indeed a double champion, taking the Dragon Gate heavyweight title from brother Yashi. In the main event of our promotional battle, our second card that we ran last week. Mop the floor with Dragon Gate. I don't mind saying GWA went 5-0, so anyway, just busted him up real bad. Let's save now that we've expanded the gym. We are 14th out of 16 promotions, climbing that ladder. Gonna continue to... Oh, how are we doing on scouting? Okay, so everyone's out doing their thing. Let's offer a contract. I have a whole pool of talent that I'm looking to pick through. The European free agents are a little interesting because they also contain stuff like this, like it's not the Hall of Fame, but the International Legends promotion is also factored in. So Bruno Sammartino. Look at those stats. Look at that price. Look at that popularity. I just don't know about match style. I mean, it would be hilarious because he's 85. Like, I might try inviting him for a one-shot. Anyway, our hardcore staff. Oh yeah, they're from Impact Wrestling. Also, I moved over to Europe just to give us some variety. I don't have a lot of European promotional knowledge, and it just made more sense. Look at that. Get it that way. No, if I was going to anybody from here, quite honestly, my first priority here would be Becky Lynch. I know her stats aren't that good, but look at that popularity across the board. And at that salary, even coming into our organization, she would do quite well. Like, her stats would immediately improve. But I keep trying to get this guy, and I'm going to continue to try to get this feller. Come on, Ray Fenix, you are our Top priority here. We keep trying to hire you and you keep saying no. Now they're concerned that our wrestling style doesn't match theirs. Don't worry about it, buddy. Just get in the ring and do what you do best. And the fans will respond appropriately. Okay, I'm gonna lowball you. You know what? I got the cash. I got 2 million in assets. I'm already spending 285. I already spent a fair chunk of change on expanding the gymnasium. I'm not gonna cheap out now. So we're gonna see 2 medium slots, and then maybe we'll if he turns those down, we'll maximize his bonus and see what's up. All right, 10 grand. What do you say, Ray Phoenix? Yes! He signs with us finally. Oh, welcome aboard, buddy. Yes. All right, expanding our Latin American stars on our roster. Love it. Welcome aboard, Ray Phoenix. Now I can move the Latin. Hang on one second. I have a whole text file. That's part of the same text file, actually, where I have, kind of a scouting list at the bottom where I'm like, okay, from this territory, let's take a look at these sorts of people and so on and so forth. So I'm just updating that when I actually get somebody off of my list to move everybody sort of down a rank, move them over a rank, because it is a vertical list after all. Okay, Ray Phoenix is our 22nd roster member. Welcome aboard, buddy. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, see, I have like a couple people scattered for the European, Japanese, United States, and Latin American territories. Like, 3 or 4 in each category. Just kind of in the back packet. I'm gonna immediately give you a title match against Buddy Murphy, Ray Phoenix. I have no problem doing that. I think you're gonna be a junior star. Let's check it out. First I'm gonna save, because we got our boy. We got our boy! Now let's check out... Actually, yeah, I should check out how everyone's feeling. How's Ray feeling? Yeah, media goes to a B and a B+. Awesome. Trust is through the roof. The son of fire, Ray Phoenix. Okay, so he's a junior heavyweight. That's all I needed there. Okay, so let's put you in... No, that's not management. That's human resources, which is strange. Human resources. Manage the stables. Transfer wrestler. Actually, looks like you're going to be healed there, buddy. No problem. Just by default. No one has really stepped forward in my mind to really wrap a stable around to this point. Got 22 people on the roster. Something should click soon. It usually takes like one person showing up that I can see beside other people and so on and so forth. Minimum of 3. What's up, buddy? What's going on, Juice? My stream looks good. All right. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, I can't take any credit for the menus or anything like that, but we do what we can. Oh, thanks. Like 1080p, shiny, 60 frames a second. Is your internet just working really well right now? Okay, so we got our boy Ray Phoenix. Ray Phoenix just signed with us, Juice. Isn't that dope? We're going to give him a junior title shot immediately, because we activated our junior title last month when we took on Dragon Gate. We crowned our first ever champion. That's when I was okay with like Dragon Kid winning the belt, and then we'd have like a reason to go back to Dragon Gate or whatever. Turns out Dragon Gate has a reason to come for us because Kenta Kobashi took their title. So I hired somebody. We have 22 on the roster. Oh yeah, I need to check out how everyone is feeling. How's everybody feeling? And if anyone isn't feeling well, I'm just looking at condition without checking anything else. Not looking at anybody's body. Just looking at the normal to good. Is that everybody is fine? No way. That never happens. I have a full active roster. Hang on one second. Normal, but he's a little yellow in the neck. That's okay though. Maybe we can start putting people in tag matches. Because like I said, I got 22 people. I'm trying to put on 7 match cards and sell the place out at the 15K. Okay. So far, everyone looks great. You're kidding me. So the 5 people that we sent over, thank you, Punk, and so on and so forth, that we sent over to do that promotional battle, doesn't look like they're any worse for the wear whatsoever. Kenta Kobashi, like, just crushing it, taking no damage whatsoever, got a couple of heavyweight belts, no big thing. Okay, so everyone else that got the extra month off, more or less, because we only used 5 roster members, coming out swinging this next month. This is gonna be great. I got a full roster I can book. Hang on, let me update my my card here, and then I also use this to tick them off as I book them in matches. Okay. So everyone's doing great. I don't think I need any guests. I have 22 active roster members I can start putting in matches. I've already committed to headlining with Ray Phoenix versus Buddy Murphy for the junior belt. I don't want to put Kobashi or Adam Page's belts on the line, so let's put them in a tag match. Like semi-main. Kobashi and Adam Page will get them some opponents as we figure the rest of it out. I mean, Mad Polly's going to be in our opener, and we know that for a fact, so let's just put Mad Polly up front. Okay. This is the text file pre-booking that you're not privy to, that then I just directly translate into game. Okay, I guess I can just suss this out. Live and in living color. Standard event. Just a normal match. We are going to be dipping into these more gruesome match structures probably like once a calendar year, especially once we get the national contract and I start treating them like they are monthly pay-per-views. Or perhaps every October we'll do a spooky one. Okay, so we are not sticking around Mexico if we can help it. Nothing against Mexico, but we need to make some cash on this one. Nope. American Urban. There, 15,000 seater. This is what we usually do. I think we did it up to print ad, and we're doing great. Yeah, that's usually where we like even out. Okay, title match. Oh yes, hang on. Because we did that promotional versus promotional battle, it may have reset the match rules for the first 5 matches. Oh, looking okay. Oh, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 got reset. Very interesting. Okay, so good thing we caught that. Good thing we checked it all. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Quickest way to do it is just pick an attribute and then switch between the different matches. Okay, what looks different? The outside count. Is that the only difference on this side? I see the 2 over there. Okay, so outside, this means there are no countouts, but there are disqualifications. This is how we determine that. Okay, back to match number 6. Get over to this side. Criticals are on low. I don't put them on none, because I like there to be injuries are a part of the game, but I don't want them to happen too frequently. They were on low last generation of the GWA, by the way, and poor Luchasaurus still broke his neck like 4 times. So, still happens. All right. Mind you, he didn't get necessarily critical to get each of those injuries, but injuries still happened. With or without being crit. At the same time. Okay, just taking a wide stare at that. All the matches are all the same now. And we're going to put our title match in the main event. Our newly activated Junior Heavyweight Championship held by our inaugural champion, Buddy Murphy, against our newly signed... This is literally the only... Oh, now we have half a dozen. Nice! And signing Ray Phoenix now gives us half a dozen junior people. So that's not too bad. Ray Phoenix, come on down, buddy. I like the blue. Let's go with the blue. I like that as gold boots. Boink. I like the gold aspect of the boot. There we go. Okay. Not the biggest drawing match in the world, but we're going to try to load the card underneath them. I don't know, like, singles matches are going to draw better for us than tag matches, but at the same time, I'm trying to protect my champions. Like, I know everyone's kind of doing okay, but at the same time, I want to make sure they don't get too worn down because I intend to defend some titles rolling forward. Like, we're going to do an international show next month. Like, we're on American shores this time, and we're doing the second show that we booked today. Probably Japan I'm looking at, so we might look for at least a Dragon Gate, probably a Dragon Gate defense, since Kenta Kobashi is a dual champion. Now, speaking of Kenta Kobashi, we're going to put Adam Page, our Hall of Fame champion. This is our secondary title that we're keeping in-house. And he's going to team up with our other champion, Kenta Kobashi, our GWA Heavyweight Champion. We're going to get them some opponents later. I just wanted to lock them in. Okay, what else did I have on? Oh, yes. Mad Polly in the opening match is the only other thing I've sort of settled on already. This is just quickly like, who lends themselves better to be a face versus heel? I mean, you can split hairs on who belongs where. I personally think Phoenix works best at a face. What a cocky asshole. Because, like, you can't do what he does in the ring. How are you going to stop him? The only way to stop him is to take him down in the ring. Once and for all. Okay. Mad Polly here. Our opening match warrior. There, we're a tenth of the way full. with a little bit of a card built. Okay, we need tag team opponents for Paige and Kobashi. We also need some kick-in singles contests. So let's start looking at the heel side of things and who is most popular in the territory. So we are in America, which is the first letter under popularity. So like, for example, Mickey Williams here is a B, Thomas Walker's a C, Bill Bullock's a C, and so on and so forth. So what we can get that is going to crush it, like a Randy Orton, for instance. Randy Orton is going to be just underneath these people. Now, I should probably put them in against Paige and Kobashi, but this is more of a showcase match for our champions. So I'm thinking just putting them against a scrub team, just cause. So I want to put like maybe a Randy Orton singles and a CM Punk singles here, since he's our next most popular heel. And then we'll do some good face just to make sure like the middle of our card at the very least just has some draws. Okay, so on the face side of things, who haven't we put against Randy Orton to this point? I should figure out some way to mark in my text file when people debut with us, so then I know when to, at what point through the match results do I need to start scrolling or not scroll, etc., etc. See, back here's where we had Bob Backlund in. That's fun. We had them in month 9, year 2. Okay, definitely don't have Randy until the 3rd year. Nope, there he is teaming with Ilya Dragunov. There he is coming in, losing to Kenny Omega. Okay, in a Corker, and probably his debut. Then he does tag match. Okay, we did him Howard already. We did him... well, Howard is like the only other person. So, right away I'm thinking him and Matt Robinson. Yeah, I'm thinking him and Robinson. I'm like, yeah. Feeling real good about it. Randy Orton, Matt Robinson. Okay, see how that goes. CM Punk, I was thinking Okada. How are we doing Okada? Doesn't have the popularity here, but I just want, because, I don't know. I just feel like, let's do this. Haven't seen this before. Put Okada in some fun gear there. Okay. Now, is this sort of crystallizing yet? Is there a heel team? Quite honestly, it's looking like Williams and Walker, like the deadliest of the deadly. Since we sort of, not inadvertently, but it seems like we've split up. Williams and Mad Polly had previously teamed together. I like Mad Polly in that opening match role, so. Hey, SSC Ninja, what's going on, buddy? Oh, Juice, don't worry about that, pal. I'm not going to hold it against ye. Just means it'll take you a little longer to get the rest of the Infinity gems into that there Silent G unit icon. All right, nothing wrong with that. So yeah, we're going to go, I think, Walker and Williams, like the deadliest of the deadly versus the two champions. It's going to be a big tough boy match, I think. So we're going to go Walker and Williams in your semi-main against our two champions. That doesn't mean, and don't fret, that doesn't mean they are in singles title contention even if they defeat them. That's not the point. I'm just filling out a card. We're just trying to hopefully showcase the champions in a match that they will, overcome the odds, not the odds, but overcome the sneaky heel styles of the two most weapon-swinging characters on our roster. So that's just sort of a strong boy battle. Okay, so we got a lot more we can be doing here. We have, like, if I wanted to do straight singles, 5 more people, but I'm thinking of putting a second tag match here. Oops, he says as he immediately selects singles match. Okay, so let's start putting... I'm trying to get the audience used to the idea of tag matches because I eventually want to introduce the tag titles in a tournament format initially, and then we'll go from there. Oh, wrestling's been great. We just sort of getting things underway. We're booking our first of 2 shows that we'll be running tonight. We ended up having to expand our gym because we are at maximum roster capacity. So now we have a maximum of 26 wrestlers, of which we have hired 22. So the cost of that, initially I was going to do 2 international shows to like broaden our horizons. But the first show we're running in our home territory of the America, of the like USA, just so we can make sure to make some money off it to offset the cost of the renovations to the gymnasium. So after this, we're gonna do our best to fill this place, and then I'm still thinking Mexico, or not Mexico. I'm still thinking Japan for our second show of the day. But first and foremost, we're building. Do you have anything that goes like, just black's fine. I was gonna say goes with Bill and Dave. I love that already. Dave Mastiff and Bill Bullock. Okay. Tags don't draw as well as singles yet, so I'm just trying to, like I said, get the audience more used to it. Okay, so I have technically more than one heel. I could do a 6-person if I did all 3 here. Not a bad idea, dear champ. Hang on, let me fill out these 2 and see if I have enough to do a 6-person tag team match. That'll be another first for our promotion. Okay, let's go here. Who do I want against the very first person? Oh yeah, we also hired KG Muto, but they did a terrible, they've done like a sort of a terrible job in their matches. Haven't won it all yet, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw them in the very first match on the card against Mad Polly, our opening match warrior, and see what they do. That's like honestly like a prove yourself for KG Muto. I mean, they earned a roster spot just based on being KG Muto, reputation alone. But now you've got to start grinding out your way up the card here. They got a freebie last month when they were like a mystery partner, but no longer. Okay, now let's see if we can find or build ourselves a face team. And I'm thinking Howard and Houston. Yeah, okay, yeah. This is working out great. So we're going to do Houston and Howard against Bill and Dave. David and Jack against Bill and Dave. We did Battle of the Daves last month, I think, so this sort of plays off that. And then I think we're going to be able to book a 6-person tag here because I got 3 faces, 3 heels ready to roll. Oh yeah. Good group too. We got the Junior Achievers here. Ooh, I like that. El Tejano Jr. and Dragon Rojo Jr., the Junior Achievers. And then they got a little dragon thing going on here too. So Ilya's going to probably insist on starting things off. He is a little firecracker in the ring there, so that's dope. Ooh, he's also a potential junior heavyweight contender, so that's going to be awesome. Strange that Dragon Rojo weighs less and is considered a heavy. I can adjust that. I can adjust his edit later. And then El Tejano, see, like 220. All right, you're about heavyweight-ish. Do you have red? Do you have a red one? Good enough. It's got red in it. So that we might just fill this joint with this 6-person tag because we got some star power. Woof. So we got. I feel bad for the heel team in this one. Okay, so we got Keith Lee, Drew McIntyre here. Look at that, chosen one, Drew McIntyre. I always pop for that. Let's do that for whatever reason. So we got some bright aspect to it, and then Kenny Omega, Keith Lee, and Drew McIntyre. No big deal. Oh, actually, they're all wearing black and white. So let's color coordinate once more. There, the badass face team, and we filled this place out. Now, will we make more or less money if I start moving things around? 15 more people showed up to watch a 3-on-1 match. That's amazing. Okay, does this make a difference? Oh, really? 15 more people want to see Randy Orton, Okada, and Matt Robinson Punk. Well, tough cookies. We're sticking with what I booked. Oh, we didn't even... Oh, I was going to say we didn't even fill things out, but, we haven't done our 8th, 9th, or 10th matches at all. I was capping us at 7 for these monthly events. Okay, so I'm sort of tempted to just switch these two. Yeah, that doesn't make a difference. Now we go singles, 6-person tag. Yeah, the crowd likes the 2-on, likes the lopsided matches. That's very interesting. Anyway, yeah, we got our main, but this is our main event. Okay, this is our new tag team combo here. They want to see Bill Bullock and Dave Mastiff against Adam Page and Kenta Kobashi. And then down here we have David Houston and Jack Howard versus Mickey Williams and Thomas Walker. Still, this is going to be even more, it should be, it's booked to be even more of a showcase tag team match for our champions. Bill Bullock and Dave Mastiff can do great things to their career if they can pull this victory off. These guys might have pulled out a victory based on cheating, and as I said earlier, it wouldn't have put them back in contention just because, that's kind of a cheap way to do it. But if more people are going to show up to watch them in a completely separate match, and hopefully the champions will do better just in a straight up contest against these guys, so much the better. Okay, so that we will take into consideration, but we're not swapping these two for whatever reason. I think because we already did Robinson Punk. Yeah, Punk's debut was against Robinson, and Robinson mopped the floor with him. So we're going to stick to things as is, unless I... Nope. It's also a slightly different number, based on position on the card, or maybe matches around it. That's very interesting. What if I also moved you up? No difference. No difference here either. Yeah, like they wouldn't care if it was 3-on-2. That's so fun. Okay, so Full House at double the capacity, so at least $300,000, doubling our expenses just from this. It's not going to help us with our gym, unfortunately. So we're going to have some sponsorship money. This is fine as a card. Actually, let me double check to write it down. Double check / write it down in this text file, which I also use to keep track of things as we roll along. Like for example, I don't know who's on Keith Lee's. It's Keith Lee, Drew McIntyre. Oh, these are so long now. McIntyre and Kenny Omega. I'm just gonna go with last names. Lee, McIntyre, and Omega. Boink. Versus, that was Tejano. Ilya Dragunov, for sure. Tejano and Dragon Rojo. Okay. So match 3 then. Little ditty about David and Jack. Oh, that's, okay, that's David Houston and Howard. Houston and Howard versus Walker and Williams. I like that. That's like a ready-made team. And then Matt Robinson versus our boy Randall Orton. Kazuchika Okada versus CM Punk. And then Kobashi and Page. Who did they get? Oh, they got, yeah, they got like the, not a night off exactly, but Bullock and Mastiff versus our 2 major champions, Kento Kobashi and Adam Page. Okay. Pretty solid card. Everybody on the roster is featured, and we're main eventing with a title match. And thankfully, I don't need to cross my fingers for that. Thankfully, Ray Fenix signed with us finally. So it is a title match between 2 roster members, so I don't have to, so I can keep it in the Fam Jam. And that gives us a 6th junior heavyweight. It's going to be a few more than that soon. I'm going to edit a couple of these people. Like, there's no reason that Dragon Rojo Jr. isn't a junior heavyweight, and I can fix that in between shows. Anyway, so we have at least a half dozen junior heavyweights to contend for that title, starting with the one we just signed. Sold the place out with 15,000 seater. It's going to be a banger of a show, I think, especially with the main event book strong. Nobody to lend anywhere. Like I said, the second card that we're going to be booking, we're probably going to be running it in Japan. Ooh, look at those expenses, $500,000 this time. And we're going to be inviting Dragon Gate talent in to try to take the belt from Kento Kobashi. Like, that's going to be one of our big draws there. Don't know if it's going to work out. All right, let's see. And then we can do things like, since we now have enough of roster members, you know, fingers crossed that they stay healthy after this show, we can start to do these like showcase 6-person tags where we just like slap some stars in the ring together and hope they don't beat each other too brutally, because I think they save their best efforts for the singles matches, but I'm not entirely sure. All right, training centers taken care of. Merchandise, yeah. Things are still flying off the shelves. I'm gonna leave those alone. Branded snacks. I mean, in for penny, in for pound. This is gonna be a tough month because we are producing all of these. We're not gonna make any merch the next month. 5, 5, and 5. Do I need branded snacks? They go bad, but you know, that's not too bad. That would be like $24,000 in profit there if we sold all of those. So I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it. It's a real expensive show. Most of that's still the gym upgrade. Okay, we didn't need to invite anybody because we got that hire. So we should be able to actually hang on one second. Wouldn't it be funny if they already had a problem with their salary? Okay, everyone's fine. Oh, you know what? I should actually human resources consultation. Who did I can't consult with them because I booked them for a match. Okay, so I got to remind myself because I have this hard and fast rule where I'm paying everybody at least $1,000. So I gotta double check with myself to okay, bump up Ray Phoenix's pay immediately. All right, another paranoid save, and now we proceed. Finalize our decisions. We're getting ready. Everything looks fine. Let me boot myself out of the way. Everybody showed up for work because they all worked for me. Didn't have any guests. Everyone showed up to do their job. Oh, I even left a note here saying double check the rules, please. I wasn't so kind with myself in this text file, but I meant well. Okay, in our opening contest, the opening match warrior Mad Polly, putting his unofficial title on the line, I suppose. It's Keiji Muto, who's a high-profile signee for us, but hasn't really produced in-ring. Mind you, they are, you know, in the early 60s. This is sort of them at the tail end of this edit, is them at sort of at the tail of their career, as you can tell from the white chest hair that Keiji Muto is rocking as we are underway here. As always, the referee on record, Mr. Bigfoot, keeping an eye on the action. Mad Polly, House of Fire to start things off with these strikes. Countering Keiji Muto's Irish whip attempt, excuse me, hammer throws, some hammer throws. Ooh, nice extension on the snap suplex there, or perhaps he couldn't quite get him over like he wanted. Oh, into the figure four. There's that trademark offense of Keiji Muto. Very early in the contest though, so Mad Polly able to fight his way free. Oh dear! And now turning Keiji inside out with that beautiful lariat from Mad Polly. Muto trying to catch his bearings and slow things down with an abdominal stretch, but no such luck. As Mad Polly, their opening match warrior, bringing the hurt to Keiji Muto, released German there. Now fending off an attempted offense. Back on the attack once more as Mad Polly. There's a drop kick to the knee from Keiji Muto. More signature offense here from the innovator of the Shining Wizard. That into an arm lock. But again, Mad Polly able to escape almost immediately. Has held up the brunt of the offense. So far, very effective with those strikes. Oh, hang on. Quick one count there for Muto on a roll-up attempt. Once again, trying to wear Mad Polly down and slow things down. It's Keiji Muto. Looking for some time and space to catch his breath. Polly sidesteps the low drop kick once more. Thinks he's exhausted Muto and gets a 2 count. Barely a 2, but a 2 count nonetheless. At just the 5-minute mark, you can see the damage. The cumulative damage being done to Keiji Muto to this point by Mad Polly. Oh. Flash of life from Muto here. Into his signature variation on that Indian Deathlock. But again, Mad Polly able to power his way out. Had a suplex by Muto. Worked for him earlier in their match. Once again, able to drop Mad Polly, and again grabs the limb and holds on for dear life. Does Keiji Muto. Until Mad Polly fights free. There's that Shining Wizard. Now, Keiji Muto going up top here. Missile drop kick to the back of the head and then grabs an arm. Nice combo moves there, but Mad Polly once again able to power his way out. Muto drops him once more with a drop kick to the knee. Trying for more top rope offense. With Mad Polly back to his feet before he can get that off. Death Valley driver there from Mad Polly. And then another release German. All about that powerful offense is Mad Polly. Nice dragon whip. Dragon screw leg whip there by Keiji Muto. Hooks that leg and gets a 2 count with respect to the crowd into another Shining Wizard from Keiji Muto. Pulls Mad Polly back to his feet to dragon screw him right back down into the cover once more. 2. Mad Polly out again at 2. Nicely done, that backflip kick. Capo kick, I believe it's called. You can see Muto exhausting himself. Still has the range and the power, but not quite the gas tank he once had in his later years here, Keiji Muto. Really effective with that Shining Wizard so far, though. Mad Polly fending Muto off, trying to stop the pendulum from swinging any further in the opposite direction. Blam! And he's getting knocked out by a Shining Wizard from Keiji Muto. We'll check on Mad Polly after the match, but my oh my, your winner due to referee stoppage. Keiji Muto knocking Mad Polly smooth out with a Shining Wizard. I'll take it. Still a low percentage from Muto, but can't argue with the results. Okay, Muto defeats Mad Polly, but kind of a disappointing audience reaction. They were just starting to get into it when he got knocked out, unfortunately. Okay, now a first for this iteration of the GWA. Our very first 6-person tag team match, as let me check my notes real quick. The team of Keith Lee, Drew McIntyre, and Kenny Omega is going to be facing Ilya Dragunov, El Tejano Jr., and Dragon Rojo Jr. Oops, let's get back over here. Let's save us this match. And watch it late. Here we go. As always, the creature on feature, the senior official here, Mr. Bigfoot, calling for the bell, and we are underway. The team in the red corner starting things off, represented by Keith Lee. Meanwhile, the team look like they're wearing red to commemorate their being in the red corner, represented by Ilya Dragunov. Currently in the ring now, though I just noticed that his boots are orange, and that is going to drive me insane. I'm going to have to correct that in the edit later. His boots are orange, and his tights are red. Off the ropes he's sent. Keith Lee gets countered, and a quick tag out there. I would give the power edge to the team in the blue corner, that is Lee, McIntyre, and Kenny Omega, based on 2/3 of that equation. So seeing faster tags out of the team out of the red corner is my guess, my prediction. We're going to see a lot quicker, better teamwork, or we're going to have to see faster and better teamwork out of the team in the red corner if they are to survive the onslaught of the power of Team Blue. 'Tis my guess. You know how Kenny starts getting in those grooves where he starts just firing off V-trigger after V-trigger. McIntyre now off the ropes. Clotheslines El Tejano Jr. down, representing blue and red corners respectively here. Tejano with a nice takeover, and now our first look at Dragon Rojo Jr. for the red team. In there against Drew McIntyre. Nice float over on the suplex for McIntyre. So we can start trading blows with Dragon Rojo Jr. Dragon Rojo Jr. getting the better of that exchange. To the surprise of many, I would assume. Nice suplex there by Rojo.
5 minutes gone.
As you heard the 5-minute mark, McIntyre over to tag in Kenny Omega for the first time in this matchup. Reigning A1 Climax champion. Crowned just over a month ago. I can't believe it's been over a month since the A1 Climax already, but it earned Kenny Omega a roster spot here in the GWA, amongst other things. Not quite the success he's expecting right out of the gate, but that just speaks to the quality of competition that you will face when you stroll down the Gnarly wrestling aisle. As you can see, the chops caving in the chest of Kenny Omega, but able to fend Ilya Dragunov off long enough to get Drew McIntyre tagged into the match. He's not shy about throwing chops. Dragunov is up. Knee to the side of the face there. Shades of Keiji Muto from your opening contest. By Ilya Dragunov, and then back to those chops. Just one to remember him by as he scurries back to his corner to tag Dragon Rojo Jr. back into the contest. And to catch his breath there on the apron. World's strongest slam at it, Rojo. And then drops the big leg. That's his finish. Double hand press on the pin. Almost puts Drew McIntyre down. His teammates not too eager to help Dragon Rojo Jr. protect that pin, strangely enough. Team Blue got the hustle on to try to break things up. Just got there in time. Hang on, hang on. Big double powerbomb there. But Dragon Rojo Jr. quickly back to his feet and tags out immediately. Smart move there. Meanwhile, Kenny Omega has been tagged in. This is your first look at Kenny Omega versus Ilya Dragunov. That'd be an interesting singles contest.
You can't escape.
Apparently you cannot escape, says Kenny Omega as we pass the 10-minute mark now. Oof. Omega himself getting dropped at the canvas with a nice suplex variation. Dragunov, as we said, really been coming into his own since like shortly after signing his contract. Really dug in deep into the training facilities that the GWA offers and has really upped both his game and his in-ring style, his repertoire, his attitude. Just really putting the work in. Same with, you can say, for like Drew McIntyre and a number of other roster members since joining the GWA have really improved their standing and, I would say, appearance. It's my fancy way of saying I've, gone over the Steam Workshop and found fun or different edits of certain characters and upgraded my edits here and there. As we see big Keith Lee claims to be limitless, getting suplexed there by El Tejano Jr. So he can tag Dragon Rojo Jr. into the matchup. The two juniors we have on the roster. Big double stomp to that Keister Meester. Once again, no help on the pin attempt from Dragon Rojo Jr.'s partners. Dropping the leg to Keith once more.
1, 2.
Kenny Omega in to break it up. Dragunov and Tejano content to stay on the apron. Hey, what's going on, Uwu? Nice to see you, buddy. Hope you're having a good one. As Dragon Rojo Jr. now in there with Kenny Omega quickly getting Ilya Dragunov involved in the match, who eats a dropkick to the chest from Kenny and then tries to cave in his chest with a chop. Back and forth they go. Dragunov watches him fall to the mat and then waits for him to get back up for that knee to the face, that senton splash. Lightning fast offense here from Ilya Dragunov. Off the ropes he comes. Oh, turns him inside out with a huge lariat, and he's waiting for something extra. Second one flips Omega over. Looking to set up a third. Oh no! Bumping into senior official Mr. Bigfoot. Halting Ilya Dragunov's momentum. Don't worry. We'll get him patched up after the matchup, folks. Still got 5 more matches to referee. Oh my gosh! Kenny Omega repeatedly turned inside out. Doesn't know up from down. But he knew enough to get back to his corner to get Keith Lee into the matchup. Looks like Dragunov got bored with lariating Kenny Omega and gets Dragon Rojo Jr. involved in the matchup. Finally, we see a little bit of teamwork out of Team Red corner here. As they're trying to keep Team Blue at bay. Off the ropes comes Dragon Rojo Jr. Keith Lee looking down and out for the moment. Oh! Big high hip toss. Nice counter there by Dragon Rojo Jr. sending Keith Lee to the floor. There are no counters or disqualifications outside the GWA ring. So it's 2-on-1 outside the ring. Meanwhile, the sacrificial lamb for Team Red is Dragon Rojo Jr. occupying both McIntyre and Omega. Theoretically, so that Tejano and Dragunov can work over Keith Lee, who's the legal man for Team Blue, but the legal man for Team Red having to go 1-on-2 inside the ring. I don't know how wise this strategy is. Oh, thanks, Ninja. Thank you very much. Oh dear! Usually he calls for it, but that is a huge golden trigger from McIntyre and Omega to Rohu, who now eats a double lariat. Yeah, it looks like Team Red figured Dragon Rojo was not holding up his end of the bargain and got back into the ring quickly. Keith Lee, both gentlemen actually quickly tagging out. Now we have Drew McIntyre and Ilya Dragunov legal. Oh my goodness. What a powerbomb variation by Ilya Dragunov. I've never seen quite that angle before. And then spikes him with the Uranagi. Vicious chop combination to the side of the neck. Shades of the GWA champion Kenta Kobashi. As we said, Ilya Dragunov has really upped his game in recent months, looking to further impress the brass by knocking Drew McIntyre's head clean off his shoulders. Opting for the full mount from that Rampage-style powerbomb. And then again, tiring himself out, beating on his opponent is Ilya Dragunov, and he tags out to Dragon Rojo Jr., who gets rolled up immediately, but now, at the 20-plus minute mark, everybody's invested. Everybody's helping out their team. Oh, another vicious golden trigger. That time by Keith Lee and Kenny Omega. To El Tejano Jr., who stumbles his way back to the apron. McIntyre now tagging in Kenny Omega. Dragon Rojo Jr. legal for the red team. Kenny Omega for the blue. Sizing up his opponent. Gets sent off the ropes. Does Omega. Dropped down by Dragon Rojo Jr. in the center of the ring. Snapdragon by Kenny to Rojo. And now Rojo says bye Kenny in another sense as he scurries to his corner to tag in Ilya Dragunov, who is having a great match here. What a showing. Look at those. Each of those chops doubling Kenny Omega over and then turning him inside out once again with another vicious lariat as Dragunov. What a competitor he is evolving into before our very eyes. I just got to make sure to color correct his boots so that they are not orange. Oh, rolled up on a powerbomb attempt, but El Tejano Jr. quickly in to break up that pin attempt. A little bit of chaos as the teams shuffle their way back to the apron. But Dragunov still in control here. Tags in El Tejano Jr. Now he's legal against Keith Lee, representing Team Blue. Dressed all in black, I suppose to leave their teams black and blue. Oh dear. Oh, flips him inside out. Flips him end over end with that huge clothesline, but El Tejano Jr., what a second win to hit that big boot. And now to drop Keith Lee as we are cresting 30 minutes gone in this one with no end in sight. Huge powerbomb combo by El Tejano Jr. What power. And now grabbing a leg bar. That could do it and does. The triple powerbomb. And then he almost popped the knee out of joint. Keith Lee, nothing left. Gasping for air. No choice but to submit. What a move by El Tejano Jr. there. That's just our second contest of the night. Hopefully, again, now that we're able to do this because we have so many roster members, hopefully this will help us protect them. Like they only had to work like, you know what I mean? Like there's 6 people in the match, so you have to work a sixth of a match instead of a half of a match. So, you know, I know it did go half an hour, but it wasn't like you were, like each one person was, or 2 people were in there for the whole half an hour. So hopefully that, you know, provides entertainment for the fans and also helps with wear and tear on the roster now that we can do it. Speaking of doing it well, we got some more tag team action as we are slowly building towards introducing tag straps. So I'm sort of aligning people and trying to make regular teams. These two just sort of work together. They just sort of fit together quite naturally, I would say, as David Houston and Jack Howard, another time, another place, were also members of another stable, the Industry, in the first generation of the GWA. They are tagging here together in the second generation because it just feels right. It just feels right. They don't know why. They just rivals, frenemies, I guess. You can call David Houston and Jack Howard if that's still a relevant term. And going against Thomas Walker and Mickey Williams, easily recognizable as the two cheatin'est dirty boys on the roster, the two that use weapons the most often. Let's get down to the ring and see how this one busts out, because this could turn into a wild brawl. And quickly, if Walker and Williams have their way, as you can see, we patched up Mr. Bigfoot. He calls for the bell, and we are underway. The Anti-Gravity Kid, David Houston, in the all-red attire, and the Brilliant Devil Thomas Walker in the long black and purple tights. For those unaware, Thomas Walker, a former GWA heavyweight champion. One of his opponents, Jack Howard, as you see him there on the apron. A nice cutaway, cameraman. Thank you very much. Jack Howard, a former Hall of Fame champion, the second tier heavyweight belt here in the GWA. As we absconded, or we didn't abscond, we didn't steal it or anything. We got it from Batista. We brought him in for a show. He was already the Hall of Fame champion. The Hall of Fame promotion doesn't exist anymore. Nothing wrong with using that belt. Oh dear, nothing wrong with the headlock that Mickey Williams implies there, a torturous version of the headlock there. Normally, he busts his opponents open quite early in the matchup and uses that variation of the headlock to really just quite literally squeeze the life out of his prey, let's say. Just like right there is his default finisher. You saw that deadlift gut wrench suplex that he dropped Jack Howard with there. That was his finish. But unable to follow up immediately is the Hell Knight. Mickey Williams, clad head to toe in black, against the Hollywood hunk Jack Howard in the black trunks and the blonde mullets. There again, driving him into the canvas with that gut wrench. And now here comes the fork. It didn't take but 5 minutes for Mickey Williams to bust out the fork, but the forehead skin of Jack Howard proving to be tough stuff so far.
5 minutes gone.
The 5-minute mark, and we're going to refresh on talent here. Thomas Walker back in for the team out of the red corner, and David Houston back in for the blue. Now locking Thomas Walker in the Paradise Lock. Only momentarily there. That pulls on all 4 of your limbs, does that particular submission maneuver. Brilliant Devil into the Boston Crab, but needs to be broken up as Houston reaches the ropes. Now the two gents are just going to slug it out. Thomas Walker ending that quickly. Looking to take advantage of a dazed Houston. Nope, missing with the forearm off the ropes, but again, keeping the advantage, keeping Houston in his corner and getting Mickey Williams tagged in. And now it is Thomas Walker's turn to use his fork to try to bust open his opponent, and once again, the forehead skein proving too tough for the likes of this nefarious duo. Some brutal offense there from Mickey Williams. Sends David Houston back to his corner to get Jack Howard involved once more. Howard able to dodge that spear off the ropes from Williams. Seeming to lure Mickey Williams to the ropes there. I thought maybe he might try to press him out to the floor, but that would only play into the hands of a Mickey Williams. Ouch on a Thomas Walker. Oh, missed in the eyes. Shades of Keiji Muto's alter ego. And another shot to the ding-ding from Mickey Williams. Not shy about that either. There was a rather generous 5 count for disqualification inside the ring.
Give up.
Hard to get DQ'd for a quick nat chat. Unfortunately. Deadlift German over and over by Mickey Williams, now rubbing that mist into the eyes of Howard, who stumbles back and gets Houston tagged into the matchup. Likewise, Thomas Walker tagged back in. Oh, nicely done. David Houston employing that dragon sleeper. Thomas Walker was in trouble and quickly fought his way free. Back to that Paradise Lock now. Trying to slow things down as Houston after that flurry of offense. Mickey Williams to Jack Howard, who you can see on the apron there. Angel's Wings by David Houston, but elects not to go for the cover out of it. Just sort of stomps away at Walker and invites him back to his feet, does Houston. That may come back to bite him in the keister. As Walker's got him set up on the rope. Nice frog splash to the lower back of the anti-gravity kid. Those head scissor takeovers and moonsaults et al. Are going to be harder and harder to execute if your lower back muscles are all seized up. As you can see, Jack Howard tagged back into the matchup. Into the rodeo stretch. Dead center of the ring against Mickey Williams. These two combatants once again legal as Howard has cleaned his face up. Looking for some revenge is the Hollywood Hunk on the Hell Knight, but Mickey Williams says no so far. Kick out at one. An enraged Jack Howard has had quite enough of Mickey Williams' tomfoolery. Has to endure that delayed suplex, if not more, from the Hell Knight before this is all going to be said and done, though. Williams dragging Howard back into his corner, but Howard fending him off, at least momentarily. Follow-away slam into the turnbuckle by Jack Howard, who climbs the top rope with a diving fist drop to the ding-dong. Signature top rope ding-dong based offense from the Hollywood Hunk, who hits him with a second follow-away slam into the turnbuckle. Jack Howard thinking better of things. Getting fresh men tagged in on both sides. We are back to Houston versus Walker. Nice inside out moonsault. Oh, almost trying to steal the pin there. Nice work there for the anti-gravity kid. Both members of that tag team were down and out. Smart play, but unfortunately for him, Thomas Walker able to kick at two. And now another two in a row. Frog splashes back to the small of the back, seizing up that core of David Houston. Still able to hit that counter offense, but now a scythe across the forehead, and amazingly, Houston is not busted open. Angel's wings. Normally follows it up with the Lamahi straw, but this time thinking better of things and tagging in his partner. Now we got Howard and Walker going toe to toe. The former world champion versus the former Hall of Fame champion. Howard signaling to the crowd that this is it. Sends Walker into the turnbuckle. Follows him up with a huge clothesline. Positioning Walker for potentially that rating spike, his version of the package pile driver. Big main event spine buster by Jack Howard. Into a TKO. The Hollywood Hunk is rocking and rolling here. Off the ropes he comes. Big boot to the back of the head of Thomas Walker, who's able to fight his way back to the his side of the ring. Get the Hell Knight Mickey Williams tag back in, who applies the scythe and busts open the Hollywood Hunk. They lasted as long as they could, but just before the 20-minute mark, after a vicious double power bomb. Hang on! Camel clutch here from Jack Howard, who has not let up at all after being busted open. Oh my, you see the stain on the canvas though. Now Howard's got to take a little bit of a breather here as we officially pass the 20-minute mark. David Houston, Angel's wings on Mickey Williams. La Magistral. Oh, but Walker in to break things up. Just on the wrong side of the Burning Hammer logo was David Houston. And once again, Mickey Williams with the scythe. Houston again avoiding injury. Oh, that kick may have been low, ref. Oh, no, 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 no. That will do it. The King Cobra hold, that vicious seated Cobra clutch variation. Mickey, let him go. Mickey, let him go. The match is over, Mickey. Mickey Williams. Oh, awesome. In a 5-star brutal affair. Tapping out David Houston for the win. That was cool. I like that. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Nice tag matches we can get in there now. Boink. Okay. I already forgot who lost that match. Or who won and lost that match. By that match, I mean the match that preceded this one. Oh, yeah, and I put it in my thing wrong immediately. Neat. Okay, so... Oh yeah, that's right, El Tejano. With that knee bar. Boink. Okay. Alright, now we got some showcase singles matches. One more tag match in our semi-main, featuring our singles champions. And then our junior heavyweight title will be defended in our main event. But before that, we got a lot more to come, including but not limited to the following matchup. the divine Matt Robinson against Randy Orton. There's nothing else I need to say about this. Let's just get down to the match and see how this goes. Randall Orton with various ways to apply that RKO. Most of them seemingly out of nowhere. Meanwhile, Matt Robinson, known for his strikes, lower body strikes, by which I mean kicks, and the divine intervention, his variation on the pedigree. Both the pedigree, or excuse me, the divine intervention and that RKO can seemingly be hit on anybody at any time. One takes a little bit longer to set up than the other, obviously. Randy Orton in here with a former GWA heavyweight champion in the divine Matt Robinson. The inaugural GWA heavyweight champion. Won a 8-person one-night tournament for that honor. At the end of our first year, here we are in March of year 3. Ever expanding both our global horizons and our talent pool. Now we have the likes of a Randy Orton. Each and every time that GWA puts on a card, you're going to see main event talent after main event talent. And we are happy to bring it to you. Both men content to slug it out. There's those kicks from Robinson I was talking about. He's going to want to establish those early. Those kicks to the body. Trying to commit Grand Theft Oxygen. Likewise, Randy Orton. Classic Randy Orton offense. Vintage Randy Orton, some would say. With that Orton stomp all the way around the body of Matt Robinson. Nicely done. Rolls through into the armbar. The move that brought him the championship in the first place. Another quick maneuver he can bust out on anyone at any given time, seemingly. Back to the stomp goes Orton.
5 minutes gone.
As we have just passed the 5-minute mark, as you may have heard. You can hear the effort Matt Robinson put into that suplex. Now rolls through into the armbar once more. Great ring positioning here by Robinson too, making sure to keep himself in the center of the ring so there's no way that Orton can crawl his way to the ropes. No way he can drag the full body weight of a Matt Robinson that distance, that's for sure. Oh! Countered into an RKO! But Matt Robinson back to his feet. Something tells me that's not the last time we're going to see that maneuver in this matchup. Nice spin kick by Robinson, gets a 1 count. And we fight on. Clothesline by Orton, who seems to think he's got it in the bag, and he hits a second RKO to Robinson. Center of the ring, 2. Robinson barely rolls the shoulder at 2.9. It's usually lights out once that RKO is struck. But Randy Orton, as we said, is in there with a former GWA heavyweight champion. Wham! Such is the strength of the roster here as you stroll down the gnarly wrestling aisle. Nice Boston Crab there from Matt Robinson. Unable to maintain the advantage, though. Orton seemingly has it in the bag. At least he seems to think so. Oh, ducks the big spin kick. And back to that slow, methodical Orton stomp goes Randy Orton. Hitting every major muscle group. Hitting every major joint. Now spiking Matt Robinson with that DDT. Oh, misses the kick. And a second DDT, 2 in a row there. Dizzying Robinson. You know what Orton's setting up for. His bread and butter, that RKO. As we pass the 10-minute mark, Orton going low to try to cut Matt Robinson off here. Spins him around for another RKO, but Robinson up to his feet first. Running knee strike under the chin of Orton. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh, elevated implant style DDT that time. Oh, and then he hooks him for another RKO and drags him away from the ropes. Oh wait, Robinson back to his feet. Thought Orton was going to get a pinfall for sure. What fight out of Matt Robinson. Oh, what torque on that power slam out of Orton, though. As once again, these two gentlemen content to slug it out. Discus lariat from Robinson settles the score at the moment. Nice roundhouse combination once again from the Divine One. Robinson looking for that knockout shot. Off the ropes he's set though. Orton drops him with a clothesline. Off the ropes again. Oh! Nice counter by Robinson. Center of the ring now. Sit out dominator by Robinson. Orton right back to his feet. Angle slam by Orton. Robinson fighting for all he's got here. Like we said, looking for that big knockout shot. Next major maneuver from either competitor could end it. Spike with a DDT, but you see how long it takes both competitors to get back to their feet. Swinging neck breaker. Calling for Matt Robinson to bring more fight. Orton may be getting overzealous here as we spill out to the floor at the 15-minute mark. No countouts or DQs outside the ring here. Oh, an RKO on the floor, and you can see Matt Robinson clutching at his neck now. That's never a good sign. But you cannot count Matt Robinson out until that final count of 3 or submission. And speaking of, nice roll through into the armbar. But unfortunately for Robinson, it's on the ground. Well, fortunately for him, I was going to say it might make the RKO weaker or harder to hit. But he got caught with one immediately. Oh my gosh. RKO after RKO on the floor. There's no quit in Matt Robinson, though. Smartly getting to the center of the ring to catch a bit of a breather. Gets reversed into the turnbuckle. Here comes Randy Orton. Big clothesline. Counters an attempt at the divine intervention. Orton back up. Oh, nice hook kick by Robinson. Knee strike under the chin once more. Drops Orton with a clothesline. Sit out dominator by Robinson. Got a good combo going. Oh, drop with another DDT. Just like that. Randy Orton back in control. Hang on. Nice spin kick by Robinson. Able to get back to his feet right away. All the way across the ring once more for a huge knee strike. Pin him. Oh, pulls Orton back to his feet. Oh, drops him with a kick. Seems to have angered Orton here. Roll through into the armbar. Roll through into the armbar, and that will do it. Matt Robinson endures a grueling contest with Randy Orton. Comes out on top. What a match. He might be hurt, though, is the only bad thing. Like, he legit was rolling around clutching at his neck. All right. Well, I mean, we weren't going to do better than 100% last time, but mid to high 90s? Heck yeah. Okay, so hopefully Matt Robinson is okay. Because, like I said, they were rolling around clutching at their neck, and then they got hit with like 2 or 3 more RKOs after that. We'll give them a month off, you know, as we do. Okay. Then our next matchup, I don't think this one's happened in really real life, but it just might, because 2021 is wild, yo. Anyway, we have 2 GWA roster members here, content to go at it. CM Punk and Kazuchika Okada. Let's see how this goes as we get down to the ring. Mr. Bigfoot calling for the bell, and we are underway. Kazuchika Okada in the dark purpley blue trunks and black boots. CM Punk in the red, pale blue, and white attire representing his home city of Chicago, I believe. It's part of the Chicago flag, I'm led to understand. Also covered in tattoos. CM Punk covered in tattoos. If you need help telling the 2 wrestlers apart. Okada the larger of the 2, at least in this iteration. I think they made Okada a medium because he's like 6'3", deceptively tall. Okada, of course, be looking for that namesake of his, the Rainmaker, that ripcord clothesline. Another move that can be hit virtually at any time on anyone. CM Punk employing the go to sleep, the fireman's carry into the elevated knee strike to the face. Innovated by Kenta, employed to great effect by CM Punk, who is now sent to the floor by Kazuchika Okada, who follows him out. Reminder, there are no counters or DQs once you're outside the ring here in the GWA. This fight will continue until the two gentlemen return to the ring. Nice cravat there by Kazuchika Okada. Nice finger lacing on that cravat. Hang on. Oh, neck breaker across the knee there by Okada. Some of the heavier offense from Kazuchika Okada already coming to the forefront here. Nice response from CM Punk, suplexing Okada into the guardrail, but Okada back to his feet first, trying to maintain his offensive advantage. Back to that cravat. Just slow down that straight edge superstar. I mean, I like the alliteration there, so I'll keep using it. Just like rated R superstar also makes sense, because it rhymes. Straight edge superstar, the Second City Saint. One of many wrestlers to call themselves the best in the world at one point or another. Now being
Give up.
firmly in the driver's seat, at least momentarily, is CM Punk on that sleeper attempt, trying to slow Kazuchika Okada's offensive momentum, trying to dictate the pace of the matchup. If you're in the driver's seat of things, before you know it, you can score a pinfall or submission victory against your opponent. Generally, most wrestlers like to be in control of their matchups. I can think of maybe a handful, and I think of maybe a Rey Mysterio, who do better as a counter wrestler than they do mainly being on offense. That makes sense? Like they wait for the fight to come to them rather than bringing the fight to their opponent. Bam Bam Bigelow guy loves it. He's here every month. He's got looks like he has a seat next to Chris Hero. Oh, he's also over here. He's also over there. Bam Bam Bigelow guy and Chris Hero hanging out. I hope the audience knows who I'm talking about when I refer to Bam Bam Bigelow guy. It's the guy, like the pudgy guy in the black undershirt. Looks like he has a flame tattoo on his head, but it's probably just a weird hairline. Boom! Big bulldog off the ropes by CM Punk now. This matchup really starting to heat up. Okada placing Punk in the center of the ring. Off the ropes he comes. Big boot to the back of the head. At the 10-minute mark. Okada maintaining the advantage for the nice snap suplex. Off the ropes he comes. Drop kick to the side of the jaw this time. Again signaling for the Rainmaker. But CM Punk fends him off. He likes to combo into it, usually after a hang on. Go to sleep by Kazuchika Okada. Stealing the move from CM Punk. Now rolling into a German. Into the Rainmaker by Okada. Dragging Punk into a pin. Might be too close to the ropes. And is. That might have put Punk away. That combination. And what a combination. Hang on, hang on. Punk getting a 2 count on Okada after that. You can see what it took out of Okada to hit that. Summoned all of his spirit energy to hit that go to sleep and follow it up with a Rainmaker. Oh, welcome to Chicago by CM Punk, that double underhook backbreaker, and now a double axe handle. And then an elbow drop to the small of Okada's back. Too close to the ropes is Punk this time, who says this is it for Kazuchika Okada, who levels him with another Rainmaker. Into the cover! Again, too close to the ropes. It's really hard to line up your opponent in the southern quadrant of the ring, likewise north. Better to go east-west. Best of all, to try to drag them into the center. Punk fighting for his life here. Okada is definitely ahead on points, if nothing else. Punk going up top. Drops. Oh no, misses! Misses the big elbow. Hits a swinging neckbreaker, though. Fighting his way back. Once again, oh, I thought he might have been sent up to the floor there, but nothing doing. Okada now to the top rope. Oh, misses an elbow of his own. Okada maintaining the advantage with that snap suplex. Every time Punk thinks he's got an opening, Okada shuts it. Nice STO variation there. And then a third Rainmaker by Okada, but again, he's in that low part of the ring. No way this is going to count. Got to get him out of the southern quadrant, Okada. There he goes. Retreats to the center of the ring to catch his breath after sending Punk to the floor. Smartly done there by the Rainmaker. But Punk content. Oh no, hang on. I was going to say Punk content to keep things in that southern quadrant. Hang on! Go to sleep by CM Punk. Drags Okada away from the ropes. Hooks the leg deep. 1, 2. No! Okada out at 2. Okada scrambling to get the advantage back. Dropping Punk with a suplex. Thought may be going another Rainmaker there. Not quite yet, I guess. Okada going up, but again, slowly but surely, we're getting down to the southern part of the ring. Elbow drop into the pin. Punk kicks it too. Wasn't too close to the ropes that time. Drops him with an SCO variation of his own. Gonna look for that Anaconda Vice. Is CM Punk. Locks it in.
Give up. Give up. Give up.
Oh, that took a while, but Okada eventually fought his way free. Low bridge on that German, but Punk grabs the bottom rope. Tombstone by Okada. Picks Punk back up. Oh, thought it might have been going for the Rainmaker there, but Punk countered. Hit that DDT. Back and forth they go. This could be anyone's matchup as we hit the 20-minute mark. You're about to hear it.
20 minutes gone.
There we go. What a combo by Punk. Okada sends him off the ropes. Flipping dropkick. What elevation. Caught him right in the face. Missing wildly with a few punches are both men. Now Okada just beating Punk in the corner. Fends him off once again. Okada should have been, would have been, could have been thinking Rainmaker. Punk may have knocked him out. Okada's out at 2.9. Again going for the Rainmaker, but Punk fends it off. Back and forth they go. Content to slug it out. Big spin gift from Punk, but a big move from Okada. Essentially a stalemate. Big tombstone from Okada. Look at Punk clutching his neck. Rolling German. Oh, got two of them off. Oh no. Poor timing there, sending Punk into the corner, but tripping into the other turnbuckles. Okada makes up for it for the big boot with a big boot off the ropes, though. Punk's up, but he's dazed. Off the ropes he's set. Dropped down by Okada. Mistimed the return attack, and both men are down. As we're getting close to 25 minutes here. Hang on, CM Punk thinking springboard. Forearm. Phenomenally done by CM Punk. Welcome to Chicago, Kazuchika Okada. Big boot by Okada. Drop kick under the chin as well. Trying to get Punk set up for that Rainmaker desperately is Okada, but Punk keeps fighting him off and fighting him off. Says this is it. He's got him center of the ring. Another backbreaker to Okada. Punk catching his breath. Snap suplex by Kazuchika. Drop kick to his face. Signaling for the Rainmaker now. Gets reversed on the Irish whip attempt. Big bulldog by Punk. Oh, drops with a forearm across the jaw. Gets spiked with a DDT. Back and forth they go. I know I keep saying that, but they keep doing it. Hang on. Dropped into a suplex by Okada. Oof. Another drop kick to the mush. Another spinning tombstone. Punk's poor neck. But again, we're in that southern quadrant of the ring here. Hang on, hang on. Elbow drop into the pin. 1, 2. Punk out at 2. Drops into another suplex. Okada catching his breath as we are cresting towards half an hour in this singles contest. There must be a winner by pinfall or submission. CM Punk fighting for his life. Able to dodge every Rainmaker attempt, at least in the latter half of this matchup. Hang on, another tombstone. That's a good half dozen by now. Oh, just drops into a scissored sleeper. Smartly done. Not taking any chances is Okada. CM Punk, no choice but to tap a half hour deep into this contest. Wowzers. Okada with the victory. How'd we do? Yeah, 100%. 100%. With the body choke sleeper. Heck yeah. Okay, let's save that real quick. Let me double check because I'm not quite sure if this thing captures the cursor or not. It does not. So that actually shouldn't be a problem, but I'll get it out of the way regardless. Okay, so got our last two matches coming up. First is our semi-main event. A tag team contest seeing our two singles champions, our two major singles champions. The Hall of Fame champion Adam Page and the GWA heavyweight champion Kenta Kobashi teaming up to face the duo of Bill Bullock and Dave Mastiff. Let's get down to the ring. As I said in booking this, it's more of a seemingly booked as a champions showcase, but we'll see if Bill Bullock and Dave Mastiff can thoroughly upset our two major champions in this tag team contest. Surely Bullock and Mastiff not to be taken lightly. Bill Bullock, the convict, currently in there with Hangman Adam Page, your reigning Hall of Fame champion. Defeated Hollywood Hunk Jack Howard for that belt after Hollywood Hunk himself dethroned Batista to bring the title to the GWA. So in our chronology, the second Hall of Fame champion, at least as recognized by GWA, but overall, they are the fourth Hall of Fame champion in the Wrestleverse, if it may be stated. Batista being the second champion. I think Pedro Morales was the first. Hangman Adam Page, Hall of Fame champion, tagging out to GWA heavyweight champion Kenta Kobashi, now legal in the matchup, and sending opponent Bill Bullock to the floor. You see Dave Mastiff, got to take the long way around to get to his buddy. That gives Page and Kobashi some time to work Bill Bullock over. I don't necessarily approve of this tactic, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And if it seems to be working, hang on. Magic killer by Mastiff and Bullock. I was going to say, it actually favors both teams evenly because it is no DQ, no count out on the floor. Huge brainbuster to Bill Bullock there, but you see Dave Mastiff with a hammer fist to the face of Kenta Kobashi in reply. Chops plenty in this one as well. Oh, the stomach claw! Oh, the dreaded stomach claw by Bill Bullock! Hangman Adam Page may never be the same. I'm surprised that the heat from that stomach claw didn't melt his belt buckle. As quickly, both sides are going to tag up, and we're going to see Hangman Adam Page against Dave Mastiff as we pass the 5-minute mark in this contest. Off to a furious start. Dave Mastiff on a Rolling Hills attempt there. I mean, Rolling Hills was successful. The pin attempt, however, was not. As Hangman kicks it too, with help from Kenta Kobashi, who's about to be legal in this matchup once more. Again, immediately sends his opponent to the floor, does Kobashi, on being made the legal combatant for his squad. Interesting strategy here out of the dual champion. That's right, Kenta Kobashi is both our GWA heavyweight champion, and just this past week, broadcast-wise, and a month ago, according to the storyline of this wrestling universe, we did a 5-on-5 singles contest, like best-of-5 series against Dragon Gate, the main event of which saw Kenta Kobashi defeat then Dragon Gate champion Brother Yashi for the belt. So he is both the champion of the GWA and the champion of the Dragon Gate organization. We're going to do our best to go to Japan next month and have him defend that belt against somebody from Dragon Gate to increase both our profile internationally and Dragon Gate's profile domestically in their case. To see the fight continuing fast and furious. Should settle down now that Mastiff and Kobashi are both back in the ring. Another beautiful double underhook backbreaker, this time by Dave Mastiff. A number of people employing that these days. Maybe it adds extra torque. Oh, a big headbutt combo from the convict Bill Bullock. Nothing fancy about that. Just driving his forehead through yours. Off the ropes he comes this time. Big clothesline. Put everything he had into it. Fending off Kobashi, who was tagged to be the legal combatant. Bill Bullock just having none of it. What a fury. What a flurry. What a Grant Fuhrer from Bill Bullock, who gets clobbered to the canvas by GWA champion Kobashi. He just has this extra gear he can turn on. He just has enough of your crap and just chops you down. Like quite literally in some cases. Hang on. Pin attempt here that Adam Page breaks it too. Smartly done. Oh, speaking of, there's a nice knife edge chop across the throat. Headbutt combo by Bill Bullock. Give Kobashi something to remember him by as he tags Dave Mastiff back into the matchup, who eats a brainbuster from your GWA champion. Hooks the leg on the pin, but wrong part of town. Bill Bullock easily able to break that up. Oh, Mastiff's turn to get chopped down to size. As Kobashi tags out to Hangman Adam Page. We got Page and Mastiff mano-a-mano. Nice follow-away slam there by the Hall of Fame champion. Still looking for a #1 contender. I believe we're going to have a title match next month. Tell you what, one of these two gentlemen manages to pin Adam Page, I'll give them a Hall of Fame title shot. Oh, backdrop driver from Dave Mastiff. This is another competitor that since signing to the GWA has taken copious advantage of our training facilities and really upped their game, as you saw the effort into the powerbomb they just planted Adam Page with. One more. Yeah, 2 in a row now. But Kobashi is in to make the save. As we've said, there are a handful, more than a handful, like good 10 to 12 roster members that really, in seeing new roster members added, have really hit the gym and improved themselves. Made improvements to their appearance, their wardrobe, their moveset, everything. Dave Mastiff amongst them. Powerbomb after powerbomb. He's a machine right now and almost pinned the champ. I don't know if Page saved him or if Kobashi got the shoulder up, but either way, that was a dangerous near fall. Dave Mastiff almost pinned the GWA champion. What a feather in his cap that would be. Page once again in to break it up, though. Huge burning lariat by Kobashi. Sending Mastiff into the corner now. Kobashi gonna chop him down. Up he goes. Big moonsault by Kobashi to the back of Dave Mastiff. Scrambling back to his corner to get Bill Bullock tagged in. Seems to have lit a fire under the champ, and Dave Mastiff wants no part of it. Oh my God! Burning hammer to Bill Bullock sends him to the floor. Took a lot out of Kobashi, though. Mastiff looking to take advantage. Able to hold it together long enough for Bill Bullock to get back in the ring. And unbelievably, Bill Bullock is back into this fight. dropping Kobashi with a discus lariat, and applying the stomach claw, and that is it! Bill Bullock! Kenta Kobashi had no choice. You can't blame your champion. He has 2 belts to defend. And when something as dangerous, as deadly, as destructive as the stomach claw is applied to you, it's, quite frankly, tap out or die. And Kobashi chose to live to fight another day. My word. The biggest win of Bill Bullock's career, I assure you, as he taps out the GWA champion. Maybe we'll give him the, if we can't get anybody in from Dragon Gate, we'll give him the Dragon Gate title shot. And then if he wins the belt, I'll just keep sending him to Dragon Gate until he loses it. This is all going to work out gangbusters. Okay, so we got that in our back pocket, depending how things work out as we try to book our second show. All right, we still have our main event to come here. This is the main event of their first show we're running tonight. The newly crowned, the newly minted GWA Junior Heavyweight Champion, Buddy Murphy. That's right, we had a match for the vacant title last month where Buddy Murphy of the GWA faced Dragon Kid from Dragon Gate. So that belt could have gone with us, or it could have gone with our competition in that promotional battle. Thankfully for the GWA, it was a clean sweep in that event, and Buddy Murphy made short work of Dragon Kid en route to winning the GWA Junior Heavyweight title, a belt that I intend on having him defend, or having the champion defend, as often as is humanly possible. Like, I don't mind losing this belt to somebody from another promotion, so on and so forth. That isn't a worry this evening, however, as the newly signed Ray Fenix is making their GWA in-ring debut for us this very evening, sliding right into a title shot. Let's see if they can make the most of it. One half of the Lucha Brothers, 1/3 of Death Triangle. Ray Fenix in his blue, Buddy Murphy in the black and gold. Mr. Bigfoot calls for the bell, and we are underway. Ray Fenix, trepidatious about signing with us. Took us a good 6 months or more of courting. Ray Fenix did it, because they didn't quite think their style would mesh with ours, and I assure you, we brought them in to be not only a cornerstone of our burgeoning junior heavyweight division, but to be a cornerstone of the roster in general. We are looking for the best international talent, and Ray Fenix certainly qualifies. As you can see there, spiking Buddy Murphy with that Frankensteiner. Now sending the best kept secret into the corner. Buddy Murphy dazing Fenix, and then nicely done there. Nice head scissor takeover of his own off the ropes there, and now just Kawada kicks to the face, grabs the back of the head by the mask there, does Buddy Murphy, and just kicks away. Another master of the V-trigger is Buddy Murphy, but we're going to call them knee strikes when he does it. I don't want Kenny Omega mad at me. Hang on. That was a V-trigger against the ropes, but, you know, knee strike against the ropes is just as good. That was dope. Was that like an out of the corner move? I might have to give that to Kenny, because he actually does that in most of his matches. Uh-oh. I have to update some of my dudes. Oh, the counter into the knee lift from Buddy Murphy there, and then another shot to the side of the jaw. Knee strike after knee strike from your junior champion, Buddy Murphy, the junior heavyweight champion here in the GWA. Spiking Ray Fenix with what is called a Canadian DDT in the game. Only scores a 2 count. Oh, big boot in the corner by Buddy Murphy. Flipped into the cutter by Ray Fenix. Only for a 1 count, though. Signature offense out of one half of the Lucha Brothers. Trying to survive the signature offensive combinations of a Buddy Murphy. Nice. Oh! That looks familiar out of Ray Fenix. Nice kick combination there, but Buddy Murphy immediately into the powerbomb, spiral bomb combo! Phoenix out at 2.9. Holy moly. Super kick under the jaw. Phoenix may be out, but no. Once again, rolls the shoulder to 2.9. Oh, now spiking Murphy into the canvas. 1, 2. Buddy Murphy kicks it 2. The champion fights on. Rolling cutter once again by Phoenix. 1, 2. No! Buddy Murphy almost put down. Now just kicking away at the face of Ray Phoenix. Release German suplex by the champ. Pulls the challenger back to his feet. Rolling soul butt. Oh, and then back to those Kawada style kicks under the jaw. Oh, spinning brainbuster by Buddy Murphy just spikes Ray Phoenix into the canvas. Now he goes up top, misses a big frog splash. This could be Ray Phoenix's opportunity, but oof. Scissor kick, senton splash. Buddy Murphy, cool as a cucumber. Thwarting every attempt. Hang on. Almost every attempt. Another cutter by Phoenix. Another 2.9. Here comes another powerbomb combo. No! Rolled through by Phoenix. Got him in a pinning combo, and he got him! Ray Phoenix counters a powerbomb and wins the title. What a debut. Only the second competitor to win their debut contest when starting with the GWA, the other competitor being Buddy Murphy. Ray Phoenix debuts as a new roster member and the new face of the junior division, winning the title. Welcome aboard, champ. All right. Buddy was just giving it to him to that point, so I'll take a flash win out of nowhere. Good stuff. Okay, how'd we do? Yep, we got a new junior champ. That went really well. Oh, hang on. We're in behind the scenes stuff. So bing bong. Yeah, 16.5 in a 1,500 or 15,000 seater. So that means that's like $320,000 on the gate, if not more. Oh, Kid Cash is the new Legends Junior Champion. Congratulations, Kid Cash. That's your only belt change. Still made a little bit of money. We upgraded the gym and still made a little bit of money. Holy moly. That's because we did so well. Oh yeah, look at that. Sold out a lot of, it's number one, it's that Lit Cola sponsorship. 80 grand for that Lit Cola sponsorship. Nicely done. Okay. Boink. This month, Ring of Honor is doing a singles tournament. This month, the Legends promotion is doing a 6-man tournament. So they will be unavailable to do promotional battles with, I would think. Not that I'm going to attempt to. Okay, year 3, WWE scouted the body. Does that mean the bodyguard? Or does that mean Jesse the Body Ventura? John Cena retires. Okay, things just got interesting. Cena has retired. They found probably Kevin Blackwood in America. Okay, we got a scouting report in. President of the AAA, so that's a Latin American promotion, invited us to their company party. Preparations will cost $1,000. No problem. Yeah, we're gonna linger. Dragon Gate has challenged us to a cross-promotional event using our wrestling style. Do I accept the challenge? This is a cheap way to put the Dragon Gate title back on the line and stuff. Yeah, okay. That also means we only need 5 wrestlers again. Yeah. Well, I was intending to do an international show anyway, just to sort of raise our profile internationally. Let's do it. A rematch with Dragon Gate upcoming. Okay, so we have committed to that. No problems there, which means again our expenses might be a little lower because we're only using the 5 dudes, which means wear and tear on our troop should be pretty good. Anybody like Matt Robinson hurting for certain? Kento Kobashi is fine. We are 100% putting the Dragon Gate belt on the line once more. Adam Page looking fine as well. Okay, Buddy Murphy's hurting. We're gonna leave Murphy off of it. If Ray Phoenix is fine, we're gonna put his junior title on the line. Woof, Mad Polly's hurting. Again, we can... Yeah, we're not gonna do Punk. His neck got beaten to crap too. Again, we're gonna like pick, you know, Kobashi and Ray Phoenix for sure, and then we're gonna pick 3 other people. Yeah, Kenny's good, so on and so forth. We got people that we can face this Dragon Gate talent with, so I'm not worried about that at all. Okay, so that actually does temper expectations a little bit though. So, oh, I forgot to record the percentage of that last match. So let's go to before I go to any advice or anything like that, let's go to promotion stats. Hang on. There we go. 83 was our last one. Okay, I'm just checking the main event. We have a new junior champion. I will update that in 1 second. Way up here, GWA junior champion Ray Phoenix coming in right out of the gate. Second, it is their first reign. Here we go. Okay, I'm going to... Oh, I had Kenta Kobashi already figured into the main event, defending the Dragon Gate belt. Let's do Ray Phoenix GWA Junior belt versus whomever in the semi-main. And then we're going to be like the first person mentioned. I don't know what part of the world we're going to do, but we're going to do versus Dragon Gate once again. Okay, versus Dragon Gate. A rematch. They demanded a rematch after getting clean swept last time around. All right, I hope they bring their best and brightest, because I am bringing slightly, I'm not going to say less talented people, but the people that I brought last time, some of them are busted up and can't make it. So we're going to do our best here. And we're going to do our best not to tire Kobashi out, but I really hope you bring a strong contender for your Dragon Gate championship. Know what I'm saying? Please don't put any other belts on the line as well. Okay, before I do anything else. Scouting. Okay, you did... Yeah, that's just sort of... Oops, 6. I usually 6. Okay, off you go. Yep, send them out to scout. Save that. I will now check... Okay, so does that mean who, like, did you straight up hire them or body? I don't see any. Does that just mean they scouted them, like they found them? Because I'm not seeing anybody. Wow, a lot more Raw than SmackDown. That I don't see them here. Let's check. Well, if it's Japan. No, if it was the bodyguard, they'd be up there. If it's North America, then it's gonna be under J. Yeah, it was Jesse the Body Ventura. His nickname is the Body, so they found the body. So they found Jesse Ventura. Okay, so they scouted Jesse Ventura for us. I mean, for the world at large, let's say. All right, so we're still going to hire somebody because we have room. We have 22 out of 26 roster slots filled. I was going to look at the European territories here. You know what? The people I have in mind to hire from Europe might actually work out. Hang on. Okay, so I was thinking of, I'm going to hire Becky Lynch because she's strong style, she's affordable, her popularity worldwide is pretty good, and once I bring her into the fold, she's going to, her attack and defense are going to go up. The only other person I was considering also was Xia Li, just as another, like a project to work on. But Becky Lynch, please. Our first female hire. She's gonna be a junior heavyweight. Oh yeah. Before I do that, let's do a little of the nuts and bolts type of stuff. Peel back a layer, shall we? Okay, so let's save this. We've done we have scouting. I'm gonna drop out of this mode for a second, and just for a second. I'm gonna change Dragon Rojo Jr. from a heavyweight competitor into a junior heavyweight competitor. Because with Dragon Rojo becoming junior heavyweight and, fingers crossed, hiring Becky Lynch, we'll have 8 members in our junior heavyweight division. And that sounds great by me. So we're loading the other version of Dragon Rojo Jr., who I think is in AAA? No, if they're not in AAA, they're in CMLL. So let's tab over to where our CMLL is. This is the actual Fire Pro universe I have outside of Fire Promoter. Like, this is just all the... Oh, there. All of my various edits that I've collected. Wrestle name and profile. Junior. Return to menu. Overwrite. It's just that simple. And since I updated the edit in my edit collection, now their representation in the Fire Promoter mode is also edited. There you go. He's now a junior heavyweight and can contend for the belt in the future. So if I'm successful in hiring Becky Lynch, I will have 8 junior heavyweights, which is enough to run attorney if I ever want to. Like the minimum to run attorney, so on and so forth. Okay. All that. Actually, let's check a little bit of this first. Oh yeah, consultation. Speaking of Ray Fenix, hey buddy. Enjoy your raise. Yeah, you can make $1,200. You're totally worth $1,200. All right, so scouting, we've already sent everybody out. We're gonna offer a contract in a second. I would like to check personal advice. Matt Robinson, okay. Gonna do these consultations. I like to nip this stuff in the bud since I was taught how to do this. Hey buddy, we're gonna give you a little bit more money for, you know, breaking your neck for us. Personal advice. Adam Page, okay. Good to keep the talent happy. Tiny raises here and there. Just helps me, like, maybe it just helps them, you know, think that I'm thinking of them or whatever. Everybody loves me still. Okay, so save that. Let's check our management. Let's check our training center. Oof. Putting in some good work. Okay, we still managed to make a little bit of money on that last show. I'm not expecting to make a ton or any on this one, but I'm still gonna do a couple upgrades. There we go. There. That's good enough for now. How are we doing merch-wise? I'm gonna leave that, and that. Yeah, so I'm not planning on doing it. I'm not planning on producing any merchandise. I'm just gonna ride the merchandise I have. Sponsor contracts are gonna be still good. Yeah. It's this 80 grand one we have to worry about. Just can't have a show that's 60% or less. That's seems like we'll be okay. And the big one, this broadcast contract coming in, look at the bottom, 300 grand a month. But we must have at least 1,000 people attend our shows. I think we'll be okay in America, but that's why I'm trying to build up our international presence before we hit that broadcasting contract. Just because I eventually want to be doing pay-per-views around the world and have people show up and watch them. And I don't want to have to, like, stack the deck in a dangerous way in order to get those 1,000 people. Anyway, no danger of that this time, as we have a 5-person card, essentially. Yeah, they're putting their junior heavyweight title on the line. That is unnecessary, sirs. We are going to, of course... Okay, you can face our junior champion then. I haven't hired anybody yet. Actually, if I get Becky Lynch, you can face Becky Lynch right out of the jump. And then we're going to move it to somewhere where we're going to actually sell the building out. Okay, before we do any of that. Event, don't worry about that. Human resources, there we go. Offer contract. Okay. Our number one choice out of Europe. We're going to try to lowball Becky Lynch. Welcome aboard, Becky Lynch! Nope. Strike one. We're going to lowball her a second time, and then I'm going to go middle. I'm not desperate to hire Becky Lynch. I got other things I can shuffle around. Okay. Becky Lynch! Come on, Becky Lynch! Nope. Becky Lynch wants more money. Okay, gonna go for the middle. This is gonna be a third strike on Becky Lynch for this month. If she doesn't sign with us this month, meh. What are you gonna do? We'll try again later. Took us 6 months to break down Ray Fenix, and now they're our junior champions, so. Patience. Okay, here we go. Strike 3, or she's on board. One or the other. 15 grand, Becky Lynch! Nope. Okay. No Becky Lynch this time around. Let me double check my text files. Oh dear. Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. I was going to say, oh dear. Game seems to have disappeared. Don't tab away from the screen while it's loading. That's what I just learned there. Okay, so I have, we just got a Latin star. Our European star isn't super interested. Let's go to Japan. Oh. This is a good one if I can get them. Okay. Yuji Hino, come on down. Had to censor the name of your finishing maneuver, but that's what it's called. Big beefy boy. 5'9", but 250. Like, he's a real solid dude. B&B, so he's gonna be like, he might be like an A at some point. Yuji Hino, come on down. Let's check this out. Okay. We're gonna lowball him, but then we're gonna try to bump his salary afterward. We might be able to hook them if the salary is too low. Whatever. 5 grand. Come on down. Yuji Hino jumps aboard. Okay, I'm not gonna put Yuji Hino against the Dragon Gate people because that seems unfair. Okay, now Japan goes to the back of the line. Ooh, that's a long name. Coming up next. That's funny. It's gonna throw this whole thing in a whack. What if I bring it back here? Okay. I abbreviated it. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we got 23 out of our 26. Welcome to the roster, Yuji Hino. I'm gonna not book you this month because you would just decimate. Maybe I'll book you in the first match. Yeah, I'll do that. I mean, I'm still looking to decimate Dragon Gate. It's just in terms of the title matches, I'm trying to give them their belt back, to be perfectly honest. But it doesn't look like it's gonna happen this month. Okay, let's see where we can put this. I was thinking it's time to go to Japan. $10 a pop. There's no way, like, we got to be able to do better than 12.5. It's like, it's your home promotion. Can we at least get 2,000 people into this arena to make 20 grand? Or not make 20 grand, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so title match. Dragon Gate Heavyweight Champion Kenta Kobashi is here to face whomever you would like. Both of the Dragon Gate belts are on the line in Japan. Okay, anyway. In the first match, I'm going to do whomever I have that is super popular in Japan. I mean, not everybody, but starting with Yuji Hino. 137 people. Anybody else? Who's got an S in that second thing? Okada? I think Okada fought them last time. I mean, it's a safe bet. Muto? Muto didn't fight them last time. All right, Muto. How about Muto coming in? A slightly younger Muto. Look at his face change. Nice. Slightly younger Muto. 177 again. Trying to give you my best and brightest here. Punk's got a B. He's hurting like hell, though. Randy Orton got to do them last time, too. Who else do I have? Kenny? I don't think I did Kenny last time. Let's do Kenny. Not even close to 2,000. These are some of my best dudes, too. Okay. Can't even fill the gym. That's brutal. Slightly better people, but it's a 3,500 seater. Wow, we have no... We get 1,500 people in the Mexican gymnasium, no problem. We can almost get 5,000. I guess we got to go one at a time, huh? All right, we're going to build up our popularity in Mexico. Can't even fill the place with a TV ad. Okay, we're going to go social media. How can we do on social media? Mexican rural. Oh, hang on. Oh, come on. That's so much more expensive for only 100 and some people. So that gets us 30 grand on the gate. We lose 5 grand just putting the show on. That way at least we make, like, our expenses are covered. Booking the thing. It's not quite a sellout, but it's pretty close. All right, looks like we're going back to Mexico for another rousing battle against Dragon Gate, the Japanese promotion. Hang on, I did everybody for their popularity in Japan. I will now rebook this entire card. Well, not the entire card. Oh, I didn't even book the main event yet. That's the problem too. Dang. Okay, so let's try this again. $2,000 people in Japan. Doesn't seem to matter. If I can't get 12.5, I'm not going to get, you know, anyway. Okay. Who has the best? Nobody. Not really. Oh, Rafe, like, they'll destroy them. But I'm going to do champion v champion, as you do. Okay, about 1,000 people in Japan rural with the best Japanese people I can offer. If I go to urban, I get 1,200 in a 3,500 seater as the bare minimum. Mexico, I get 1,500 people, no problem. What? Let's do rural, hang on. 1,000 people, no problem. 3,000 people, no problem. Yeah! That made a difference of 12 people. And it saves me $10,000. No problem. So that is... Okay, not worth it. Just checking. So that'll be 30 grand to, yeah, with no advertising. So that doubles the expenses. So there we're good. That's without switching it either. Hang on. Let me again tailor this. Well, these two stay the same. Let me just tailor this. Hino, I love you, buddy. You're new to the card, though. Let's see who else we can bring in that the people love over there. It's the third one, I think. So El Tejano is more popular, obviously. Dragon Rojo Jr. is more popular there, obviously. As you can see, Dragon Rojo Jr., now a junior heavyweight. Randy Orton, super popular everywhere. So is CM Punk. Love a good popular heel. That's going to help us. Okada, again, I don't want to do the same people over and over. I'll do El Tejano, though. That brought 8 extra people, because they're super popular. There, that brought even more people, because it's El Tejano Jr. So Kenny, I think, is internationally popular. How's Muto? He's a B. He's a B there, so that's actually pretty good. Got no problem with that. Okay. Muto. Gonna leave them. Kenny Omega probably also a B. If I can't get an A that hasn't wrestled, that didn't wrestle last time, then I'll leave them. Yeah, Dragon Rojo Jr. also a B. Okay. The only one more popular is Punk, and Punk is beat up. So I'm not doing too much. I just swapped out the first one. So I'd still get this more people. Okay, let's see about urban. Everything here is bigger. Okay. Dang, come on, baby. Mexico urban. Just taps out at 4 out of 5. Yeah. Sell out there, sell out there. So that's it plus 441. So if I go this, it's actually 3,200 people that show up. So again, more than doubles expenses. And I'm pretty sure part of that is El Tejano Jr., whether they want to admit it or not. So we're going to leave this as is. It's bookended by proper Latin stars, but then we got a bunch of international people, and that's kind of what we're all about. So, all right. Boink. In front of a mere 3,000 fans, but like we said, we don't have to spend any money on merchandise. We just hired somebody new. We're not going to feature them this time, but they're going to be with us rolling forward. It also means we can do stuff like loan people out and make some friends. Like, we are friendly with Pro Wrestling Noah at the moment. We shouldn't be able to send anybody to Dragon Gate because they're literally facing us. We'll try Impact. I'd rather get in bed with the Legends promotion out of Europe, if I'm perfectly honest. So let's try sending somebody to the Legends. Okay, let's see. Who do we have? I didn't book Hino, so I might be able to give him a quick... Let's send them Okada. You can't possibly turn down Kazuchika Okada. Ridiculous. Absolutely asinine. That also means I can't use Okada again, so hang on. I hope I saved this. If not, I can easily remember who I put against whom. Shimon, baby! Get back to. This actually works because it's a shorter second card as well. Okay. Events booked. I saved it afterwards. Tejano, Muto, Omega, Kobashi putting the Dragon Gate belt on the line, and then Dragon Gate foolishly putting their junior heavyweight title on the line against my junior heavyweight champion. I'm fine if they lose. It doesn't cost them anything. Okay, so that's exactly as it should be. I'm not... Yeah, I don't need to help anybody, or I don't need to make anything. It says normal, but they still don't want anything to do with us, which is weird. All right, Impact. Do you want to take a second crack at booking Kazuchika Okada properly? There we go. They're fine with that. Let me save that real quick. Let me also go to my human resources. Consult Yuji Hino before I do anything. Hey buddy, welcome aboard. We're going to put you over $1,000 immediately. Manage stables. Okay. These are even. Yuji Hino strikes me as a heel. Okay, also, actually, Ray Fenix strikes me as a face. So let me just swap those real quick. There we go. Okay. There we are. Everybody thinks I'm hunky-dory, which also means I can now, oops, lend more people out. So we lent out Okada to Impact Wrestling, who we've done some business with in the past. So hopefully, oh, look at that. It immediately made us friendly. Yeah, we're on friendly terms with Impact and Noah, which is cool. We're going to send somebody, let's send, geez, I hope this works. Let's send Mickey Williams, our #1 deathmatch guy. Let's send them to GCW and see what they do. They're not a popular wrestler. They're a B in that territory. Okay. Let me back out again. I'm going to take 3 swings at sending GCW talent. Maybe they'll like Thomas Walker. I'm trying to send them somebody that makes sense deathmatch-wise. I'll try. Nope. Okay. One more strike, one more kick at the can of sending GCW somebody, because like most things in the game, I'm doing a self-imposed 3-strike rule. So, GCW. This time I'm just going to send them the best person I have, as I'm trying to make friends with everybody around me here. That's also 1 strike against the Legends, by the way, for rejecting Okada. Keith Lee. You're an A in America. Let's try it. Keith Lee. Keith Lee. Okay, don't get hurt, buddy. Okay, let's save that. We sent them Keith Lee. Let's check. Still normal. That's so dope. We got friendly with these 2. I'm trying. Oh, I also have a normal... But again, I can't do Dragon Gate at the moment. We're quote-unquote feuding with them. All right. This Legends promotion. We've already tried to send them 1 person. It didn't work. I'm not going to send them a champion. I'm going to try Drew McIntyre because they're in Europe. Fingers crossed. Dang. Dang. This is another reason that I'm trying to build an international roster so that I have broad worldwide appeal to all of the other promotions to potentially form relationships with. Even the ones that I sort of had to put in Europe just so there would be promotions in Europe. Okay. It's not broker contract. What am I doing? Oh yeah, I'm loaning. I'm trying to loan. I'm trying to loan. Drew is our best bet. Randall Orton. Randy Orton. Randy Orton. Come on, Randy Orton. That's wild. Okay, so they're just not interested, period. It's not going to matter. If they're turning down Okada and Randy Orton. Like people are going to show up to your show to watch those wrestlers. I mean, we're not even booking them this month. So let's try sending them elsewhere. Let's try jumping up one. All Japan is indifferent. Let's try getting our hooks in to Ring of Honor, perhaps. Come on, Randy. They have no interest in our promotion. I wouldn't expect them to accept. Okay. We have no ins there. I don't know how to build relationships with promotions other than to loan them talent. Like there's a way I can form a contractual relationship with a promotion that makes it easier for us to trade talent, but I don't want to approach a promotion with that like right out of the gate. You know what I mean? Like all these ones that are indifferent to us. AAA somehow is normal. I don't know. Why is AAA normal? Let's try to send somebody here then, I guess. That's new. How you doing, buddy? Buddy's hurting. It's that third number we're looking at here. Yeah, I'm gonna go Orton again. You wanna work AAA? Maybe. Nope. Okay, if they're not gonna work with Randy Orton, will AAA, then I don't know how we got to be normal with them though. This is our goal. We're trying to be friends with as many people as possible. No, I can't say everybody, but friends with as many people as possible. I'm so excited we got 2 friendlies. Everyone else is indifferent, and then all of it just here, just above these ones that are also indifferent, we got ourselves a normal. What if I did Rojo? Okay, I'm gonna try. Nope. Okay. All right, that's it. I'm done trying. Everybody else take the time off. Take the time off. I'm not going to try the indifferent promotions. It's not going to work. I'm not just going to shop them around for no reason. So let us proceed to our final event. Let me double check. That's done. Everyone's out and about. Yep. Did a contract. Got everybody moved over. Nobody needs to go train. Nobody needs any consultation. Training center's taken care of. We did a few upgrades. Don't need to make merchandise. We covered the building expenses, so that's good. We're going to have 80 grand coming in just from one of our sponsors. So all of our expenses are actually covered by our sponsorship with that cola company. Okay. We've loaned people out to the promotions that will accept talent of ours. We've done everything there that we can. I'm trying with these legends. You can see me trying. One last time. Are you sure you don't want to work with Randy Orton? The rank is so much higher than ours. Come on. All right, that's the last time I'll try. I'm not even going to save it. I'm just going to proceed. Can't wait to see how the cross-promotional event goes. Finalize management details. There are decisions for month and proceed to the results. Here we go. Our second promotional battle against Dragon Gate. They challenged us this time. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Oh, let me get my big dumb face out of the way here. There we go. All right, we're seeing literally the same people. Well, on their side, we're seeing Yamato again, Ryo Saito again, Dragon Kid again, Brother Yashi in a rematch with Kenta Kobashi for the Dragon Gate Heavyweight Championship. The only difference is the Junior Heavyweight Champion Ben K is making an appearance. So, El Tejano Jr. Yamato, not a match. None of our matchups, with the exception of the Dragon Gate Heavyweight title matchup, features talent we used before. So at least we got that going for us. All right, first up, El Tejano Jr. Yamato. Actually, let me take 1 second and write all of these in our text file here. Else, oh my gosh. Let's turn cap lock off first so everything's not backwards as I type. El Tejano Jr. versus Yamato. And then we have Keiji Muto versus Ryo Saito. Again, this is really weird for the Mexican crowd, but Kenny Omega versus Dragon Kid, which is weird. I mean, it's kind of weird. It's because Dragon Gate is kind of a Japanese lucha promotion. Oh, hang on. We're not main eventing with that. We are main eventing with the other thing. Brother Yashi. I guess exercising his rematch clause, his international rematch clause. Ben K is your D-Gate Junior Champion. See what happens there. Okay, I got everything. We're back in the Latin territories, facing Dragon Gate in another promotional battle, best of 5. Their second kick at the can. I'm gonna do everything I can to, I guess we're building Mexico as our secondary territory to start with. All right, get down to the ring. See how we do. Obviously, the commentary will be super biased because I am a GWA faithful. But here we go with El Tejano Jr. meeting Yamato. Since we came out to Mexico to host this event, they're using a GWA ring and referee. Dragon Gate talent in from Japan, GWA talent down from America, converging in Mexico for this promotional battle. 5 singles contests, 2 championship matches coming later today. All centered around a best of 5. 70% of the profits from the show go to the winning promotion, 30% to the loser. Likewise, a big boost in popularity and respect and renown in the wrestling universe to the winner, and a big old raspberry to the loser. Haven't ever lost a promotional battle. Don't want to jinx myself by mentioning that out loud, but there it is. See what Dragon Gate learned. It was only 2 months ago that they were clean swept by the GWA roster, and we didn't bring anyone, all but one of our competitors are new this time around. We didn't bring anybody back. Had to bring Kenta Kobashi back so that Brother Yashi could exercise his rematch clause and get another shot at the Dragon Gate Heavyweight Championship that Kenta Kobashi currently holds. But beyond that, we picked 4 other competitors from the GWA to face talent that we saw last time out of Dragon Gate. Again, another exception on the Dragon Gate side of things, this time in the main event, excuse me. The Dragon Gate Junior Champion Ben K will be taking our first look at in this iteration of the universe. They will be going one-on-one, not title for title, just the Dragon Gate Junior belt will be on the line. But the GWA Junior Champion, the new GWA Junior Champion, Ray Fenix, will be in that main event. Looking to add a second junior title to their already impressive resume. As you see El Tejano Jr. there. Crowd favorite despite being a rudo or heel in Mexico. Crowd favorite here as being one of the few Latin talent on the card. Scooping him up for an air raid crash. That's genuinely how he wears you down for that Tornado Tejas Ushi-Goroshi variation. Yamato's taking one of those dragon screw leg whips as we pass the 5-minute mark, doing his best to slowly break down the lower body of El Tejano Jr. If you can't move, you can't fight. And the Dragon Gate style is very much about mobility and striking ability. Fast and furious offense. The cornerstone of the Dragon Gate style for its entire existence, one would say. Combining that with the Lucha rules, and you essentially, especially in multi-person matchups, have non-stop action, like the likes of which, was first initiated, let's say, in Michinoku Pro and obviously in Turiomon, which evolved into Dragon Gate in one form or another. But where they have taken it in their 20-plus year existence is redonkulous. Hard to catch. You have to sometimes catch your breath after a Dragon Gate match. El Tejano Jr. doing his best to catch his breath, throwing Yamato out of the ring so he can steal a little time to himself, get his win back, get a little time and space to catch his breath, clear the cobwebs, get back to his game plan. Yamato content to pose for the crowd. Tejano snaps him out of it really quick there. How dare you ignore me? Drop toe from Yamato, who's been in control most of the time here. Odd combination of factors. Japanese versus American talent in a Latin American event put on by an American company versus a Japanese company. International flavor galore. Powerbomb combination into the cover by Tejano. Yamato kicking it too. Getting close to that 10-minute mark. Hang on, Tornado Tejas coming up and leveled. He knocked him out. Oh dear. Oh dear. An auspicious start for the Dragon Gate clan. Their first representative, Yamato, gets knocked out by El Tejano Jr. in sub 10 minutes. Now, I'm not super excited about low percentage scores because we still have to make sure to stay above 60% or we lose that super important Coca-Cola or, soda pop sponsorship. But all that to say, it's 1-0 GWA after a single contest. Not the start Dragon Gate was looking for, but a win in the column for the GWA as we approach our second contest. Keiji Muto, that crafty veteran, against Ryo Saito. Himself, a longtime member of the Dragon Gate roster. Going to work immediately on the midsection of Keiji Muto. Personally, I would target the knees. Muto responds with a nice body slam there. Into a leg lace. He'll, of course, be looking to wear down his opponent for that figure four. If he can't knock you out with that Shining Wizard. And there it is. In the very early going of this contest. More of a wear down hold than a finishing situation at this point, but Keiji Muto letting Ryo Saito know that he can lock that on at a moment's notice, much like that arm lace submission he's been using in his matches as well. There he goes, working on both arms. Content to grab a limb and sit on it is Keiji Muto. Stark contrast to our last contest where I was talking about the non-stop action of a Dragon Gate event. Going to see a very methodical pace out of Keiji Muto, especially at this stage of their career. Oh, nice suplex there. Dropping Ryo Saito to the canvas. You can't even sum up the accomplishments of Keiji Muto by referring to him as a former blank champion, because you would have to say a former IWGP, a former Triple Crown. I don't think he was GHC, but the Great Muta might have been the GHC champion, so that still technically is him. Held every major Japanese title of note. Has been doing it for 30 plus years now. He was just GHC champion. What am I thinking? He was literally just GHC champion, like this year. So yeah, he's held every major Japanese title from the big three. Don't know his Big Japan record if he's ever wrestled there, but he's wrestled everywhere, like worldwide. He and Liger are like, for me at least, or perhaps for a full generation of North American wrestling fans, like he and Liger to me are the mainstays. They are like Japanese Undertakers to me. in that they are synonymous with, if I think Japanese wrestling, a lot of people just think, you know, like if you think wrestling, a lot of people think Undertaker. It's not necessarily that he was the biggest star, because people like Austin and The Rock and so on and so forth, but no, you generally, if you see The Undertaker, you immediately know wrestling. If you see Jushin Thunder Liger, I immediately think wrestling. If I see Keiji Muto, I immediately think wrestling. If I think Japanese wrestling, I immediately think of a Liger or a Muto. Like synonymous, you know? Ooh, Ryo Saito getting worn down here again in the sub 10 minute mark. These Dragon Gate guys seem to be blowing themselves out pretty early. Muto calmly and collectively just countering that suplex, trying to get back on the offense. Saito trying to get a better position in the center of the ring here to continue his attack on Muto likewise. Rolling Fisherman Busters. Excellent combination from Saito, finishing with that spiked release one at the end, but may have taken too much out of Saito as Muto's back to his feet first. Into a go behind, release, Dragon suplex, now he's gonna roll him up. Oh, what a submission here, but you can clearly see, wait a minute, Muto's foot's on the bottom rope, but the referee didn't call for a break there. Uh-oh, did I turn off rope breaks accidentally? Oh, I gotta double check the, hang on. Oh, no wonder they're all weird. I didn't do this, the speed or anything, or the rules of these matches, by the way. So these could be weird. This might be not the GWA rule set. I forgot to double check the match rules before we finish booking this thing. Wolf, Muto stacking up Saito with a powerbomb. Making it 2-0 GWA. Once again, Dragon Gate's back up against a wall as another member falls in under 10 minutes. Powerbomb. You got it. Okay, there we go. There's our second match of the day. Let me save this and check the match rules of these next ones. Yeah, look at that. There are no rope breaks, no DQ, no countouts. Oh, wow. Criticals on normal. That could account for why that happened. So there are no rope breaks in these matches. Very interesting. That actually might help Brother Yashi out a little bit in this one. What I am going to do first, though, is make sure it's the proper speed. I didn't notice it was so slow. I just thought the normally methodical pace of a Keiji Muto was in effect. But anyway, it's too late to check the match rules of these ones. I mean, I still can change the speed of it, I guess, but that doesn't really mean anything. I didn't get to set them up beforehand. I made a note to fix them next time we go, or next time I book stuff, because they'll be all futzed up next time we try to book a proper GWA card. All right, anyway. Third match of the card, essentially Dragon Gate's last chance as their former junior, no, they didn't have anybody on the line here. I put my title on the line and they just put somebody in the match, and it happened to be Dragon Kid. All right, former GWA junior heavyweight contender, Dragon Kid, facing Kenny Omega. Save that game real quick. Get down that ring. As we said, Dragon Gate's last chance currently backs up against the wall at 0-2. I don't think Kenny Omega is going to make it easy on a Dragon Kid in this third contest. Last time we tried this in February of this third calendar year of GWA's existence. We had the promotional battle of things wrapped up by the time the two title matches happened, and we could see a similar case today if Kenny Omega is successful against Dragon Kid.
You can't escape.
Telling Dragon Kid that he cannot escape the fate that awaits him. Reminder, we got two big title matches after this. The Dragon Gate Heavyweight Championship on the line, a big rematch from February. GWA's champion and flag bearer Kenta Kobashi putting the Dragon Gate belt on the line against the former champion Brother Yashi, the man he beat in the first place for the title. And then in your main event for the Dragon Gate Junior Championship, champion Ben K will be defending against the GWA Junior Champion Ray Fenix in your promotional battle main event. But like we said, depending on the outcome of this one, the promotional battle aspect of things could be fully settled. A lot on the line. not only pride for the winning promotion, but the lion's share of the profits. It is a 70-30 split to the winning promotion. And a big boost in popularity and international renown, as we are once again holding this international event, the American promotion GWA versus the Japanese promotion Dragon Gate, right here in Bonnie, Mexico. Very international affair. Currently in the ring, Japanese talent versus Canadian talent. I'll let you guess whom is whom. Quick cover attempt there by Dragon Kid. A no count from senior official Mr. Bigfoot,
Escape.
as once again he is told he cannot escape. We are just 5 minutes deep into this one. Kenny Omega starting to pull away a little bit in terms of offensive momentum. But do not ever count the Dragon Kid out. It only takes 3 seconds, and he has a plethora of ways he can roll you up. Very lucha-based style from Dragon Kid for sure. Very lucha-influenced, let's say, lucha-grounded. Sending Kenny out of the ring. Dragon Kid opting to catch his breath, allowing Omega to return to the ring. Nice sportsmanship there. Hang on! Spoke too soon. One-winged angel. 2! Dragon Kid kicks out! I guess it's a spot show in Mexico, so if it didn't technically air. Poison Rana by Kenny. Coming out of the corner. The shining black, that step up Enziguri. It is all Omega here. After Dragon Kid rolls him up. No count. After he barely survived a one-winged angel, did Dragon Kid. Oh. Hey, Gadget, thank you very much for the raid. Hello, everybody. Hope everyone is having a pleasant evening. Welcome, one and all. We're in the middle of a promotional battle. Dragon Kid, representing Dragon Gate, in the black and white mask, taking on the GWA's own Kenny Omega in the third of a best-of-5 series that sees the GWA currently ahead 2-0. Hang on, cross-legged brainbuster by Omega. Off the ropes he comes. Vicious sliding knee to the side of the jaw of Dragon Kid. You can see how easy it is to drop him once again to the canvas. Kenny Omega firmly in charge of this one as we pass the 10-minute mark. Thank you one and all for joining us here. Always happy to see folk strolling down the gnarly wrestling aisle as Kenny Omega is setting up for a V-trigger. Dragon Kid trying to duck underneath, no such dice. Gets him that time with the drop toe as Dragon Kid. Now sending Kenny Omega into the corner. He does like to hit those V-triggers in bunches. Hang on! Missile dropkick springboard style by Kenny Omega into the face of Dragon Kid. This has been mostly Omega. Heck of a mountain for Dragon Kid to climb, but you see flashes of brilliance. They've already kicked out of a one-winged angel, has the Dragon Kid. Very few people can say they've done that in the video game and beyond. Off the ropes. All right. Kind of a half-hearted go-around on that DDT. Still effective in grounding Omega momentarily. Oof. Knee strikes to the face. He's waiting for Kid to stand here. Another missile drop kick, this time across the chest of Kid. Looking for any and all advantage as Omega's setting up in the center of the ring here. This could spell disaster for Dragon Kid and likewise the Dragon Gate promotion. Just trading moves off the ropes. Looks like that sliding knee is gonna do the trick. 2 in a row. Make it 3. Oh. Kid back to his feet. Sends Kenny off the ropes. Nice arm whip there. Staying alive. It's Dragon Kid as we approach 15 minutes. Hang on. Oh, able to thwart Kenny there. You do not want Kenny to get that go behind. It is from that position that he sets up for the one-winged angel or the Snapdragon. Kreutz Wrath, a number of maneuvers. Round and round he goes. Nice head scissor takeover by Kid. Trying to disorient Kenny Omega. Kid's absorbed a lot of punishment though. As you can see, is he slow to recover after delivering a suplex to Omega. Oh, hang on. Oh, able to fend him off once more. Backdrop suplex, elevated, but Kid's back up. Hang on. One winged angel. 1, 2, 3. He kicked out of 1, but no way he was kicking out of 2.
Good night. Bang!
I always step over his exit line too. Good night and good luck and good night. Good night and good luck. Bang. Either way, Kenny Omega sealing the deal as it's 3-0 GWA. So the promotional battle portion of the match of the evening is completed. Another clean sweep so far. In total, GWA is 8-0 against Dragon Gate, as this is our second promotional battle against them. We won the first one 5-0, and we're up 3-0 in this one. We've technically won already, but there are title implications in the following 2 matchups. First off, our very own GWA Heavyweight Champion is actually a double champion and will be defending his second title, the Dragon Gate belt, against the man that he beat for the title in the first place, Brother Yashi, getting a rematch for the Dragon Gate Heavyweight title against Kenta Kobashi. Yashi and Kobashi. Let's get down to the ring. Brother Yashi, of course, hoping to bring that belt back to its home promotion. Kenta Kobashi, the proud champion, the GWA Heavyweight Champion, not going to go down without a fight, I can assure you. Oh, dang! Immediately goes for the testicular claw. Does Brother Yashi, no stranger or not shy about cheating right out of the gate. And that seems to have angered Kobashi. You see that knife edge chop to the back of the head there. Yashi trying to lock Kobashi into a submission predicament, but nothing doing. Breaks out of it right away. Quick test of strength solves nothing for either gentleman. Rake of the eyes by Brother Yashi, who's going to have to cheat his way to victory if he has a shot. Oh dear, that might play into the matchup. Busts him open, hits him in the ding-dong, and then tries a Lamahi straw, but this could spell disaster for Kobashi here, getting busted open very early in this contest. Mind you, we've seen Kobashi against the likes of the Hell Knight Mickey Williams and the brilliant Devil Thomas Walker in the GWA proper. He has more than held his own against those competitors that delight in busting their opponents open. But a quick reminder, in this particular event, in this particular promotional battle, I did not set up the rules to be GWA compliant, so there are no rope breaks, there are no countouts, or any disqualifications whatsoever. Anything goes. There must be a winner in each and every one of these contests. So there's unfortunately nothing anyone can do about the wound of Kenta Kobashi's until this match is concluded. As you can see, Brother Yashi has been on the offensive advantage since that wound about 3 minutes ago in this contest. Now just smearing the blood across the eyes of Kobashi, trying to blur his vision. Is the former Dragon Gate champion looking to reclaim his crown from the injured Kenta Kobashi here. You can see. Oh, and back to the testicular claw, which, as we said in this no DQ matchup, is perfectly legal and a valid maneuver. As legal as a wrist lock. Now stacking Kenta Kobashi high. Back to the ding-dong, the ding-a-ling, goes Brother Yashi. Much like in their first contest, a lot of groin-based offense. You see it there as well. But the advantage this time for Brother Yashi is that we are in a no disqualifications, no rope break situation. Oh, another shot to the ding-dong from Brother Yashi, who has been pouring on the offense since Kobashi was busted open at the 2-minute mark of this contest. Back to the junk he goes, doing everything in his power to return the Dragon Gate Championship to its home promotion. But you can see the proud champion Kenta Kobashi not going to go down without a fight. Gentlemen trading submission attempts here. Both able to thwart the other. And right back to stomping on the mommy daddy button goes Brother Yashi. Kenta sends him into the corner, but Yashi's able to fight his way free. Haven't seen the same Kenta Kobashi since he got busted open. No shame in it. It certainly throws you off your game when you're expecting a clean athletic wrestling contest. And then 2 minutes into the match, you get split wide open. Interesting Bronco Buster variation by Brother Yashi just there. As we pass the 10-minute mark. Nice bridge on the German! Kobashi just rolls the shoulder. That almost did it. Brother Yashi almost reclaimed his crown just like that. Off the ropes comes Kobashi. Drops him with a huge lariat. Folds him over into a clover leaf.
Give up.
Brother Yashi able to fight free. Sends Yashi to the floor. Does Kobashi here. Kenta Kobashi electing to catch his breath. Nothing he can do about the flow of blood. Just got to fight on. That's just the way these matches go. We will tend to him after the contest. Of that, you have no doubt. Half and half suplex. Flipping Brother Yashi over, but again, back to the business goes Brother Yashi at every possible moment. Brainbuster by Yashi. Oh, Kenta Kobashi drops him with a blow to the back of the head and a moonsault to the small of the back. Unable to pin the man from that position, though, as he now is able to drag Brother Yashi to the center of the ring, signals to the crowd that he's got things well in hand. Kenta Kobashi, brainbuster. Oh, knife edge chop across the brow. Up top, moonsault. 1, 2. Brother Yashi out at 2. Impressive kick there. There are no rope breaks in this contest. Brother Yashi winning that strike battle. Going up top, drops a huge diving headbutt. Hooks the leg. 2, 3. Brother Yashi reclaims the gold for Dragon Gate. GWA still ahead in the promotional battle, 3-1. But Brother Yashi wearing Kobashi down after busting him open early. Sound strategy by the new Dragon Gate champion. That also helps us because we don't have to worry about bringing people in to take the title. He took the title back. What a good 1-2 punch. That was great. I mean, we already beat their promotion overall. So I have no problem with Kobashi going to Mexico to do a job for another Japanese wrestler. Champion dethroned, that's fine, because we're giving them their belt back. That's not a problem at all. Anyway, we're still ahead 3-1. And in our main event, we don't put any of our titles on the line. Only the Dragon Gate Junior title is on the line as the champion Ben K is defending against the GWA Junior champion Ray Fenix. Okay, I know I just saved, but I'm just going to save again because I'm silly that way. And then we're going to get down to the ring for what's going to be our final contest of the evening. And we're going to do a little bookkeeping, and we're going to shimmy on out of here. As you see, senior official Mr. Bigfoot calling for the bell. Ray Fenix, the masked individual in black and white. Ben K, the Dragon Gate Junior Heavyweight Champion, in the gold shorts. Ben K, known for his power game. His name is literally a pun. Ben K meaning strong in Japanese, I do believe. I could be entirely wrong, but it's something along those lines. I think I read that on iHeart DG back in the day. By back in the day, I mean like a handful of years ago. NK, the proud Dragon Gate Junior champion, giving no quarter to the GWA Junior champion, newly crowned. Ray Fenix, who had a heck of a match against Buddy Murphy just 1 month ago to claim that title. This is the 3rd month of existence for the GWA Junior belt. So far we've had a champion crowned, we've had a champion dethroned, and now the champion has the opportunity to become a double champion if you can get out of this sugar hold. A long-time finisher for me personally when I was making myself as edits in the Fire Pro games, because it looks devastating. That seated full Nelson. Looks real painful. Employed to great effect there by Ben K, who's been all over Ray Phoenix since the opening bell here. We're about 4 minutes deep, and 2 count there for Ben K, almost putting Ray Phoenix away already. Like we said, hasn't really gotten out of the starting blocks yet. No, gets reversed into the corner again by the very confident Ben K, the reigning Dragon Gate Junior Heavyweight Champion. Perhaps boosted or bolstered or blustered or whatever the word is. Bolstered by the win. The reclaiming of the Dragon Gate Heavyweight Championship by brother Yashi in the previous matchup. I know it looks poor that one of our quote-unquote champions was dethroned, but Dragon Gate got their belt back. What a combo there! Holy moly! Blink and you'll miss it from Ray Phoenix. When he does get a chance to inflict his offense on his opponent, it is usually spectacular, but the same can be said for Ben K with that spear out of the corner! Almost puts Ray Phoenix down. Turning belly to belly, Ben K just solidly handling Ray Phoenix to this point. Back and forth they go. Phoenix with that super kick. Absorbed. Ben K able to hit that shoulder tackle as you saw Mr. Bigfoot scurry back and forth across the ring, trying to stay out of the way. Oh, another big spear by Ben K. But Ray Phoenix is back up. Snap suplex. Gonna be looking for his flashier moves here, I would think. Oh, there it is! The Tilt-A-Whirl Canadian Destroyer from Phoenix! Rolls into the cutter! Some of the signature offense starting to sparkle from the GWA Junior Heavyweight Champion. Ben K sends him off the ropes. You can see him catching his breath the entire way across the ring there. Excellent ring psychology from Ben K, maximizing every moment there. Catching his breath as his opponent was being sent across the ring, enabling him to hit a couple more moves before Phoenix is able to counter with that cutter. Unable to follow up though. Ben K back in control. Sends Phoenix off the ropes. Another big spear, but Phoenix right back to his feet. Sister Abigail drops him once more. Don't have an alternate name for that maneuver. Oh, backdrop driver. Know what that one's called. Ben K into the double press pin. Phoenix out at 2. Double underhook. Tiger driver from Ray Phoenix. 2 count for Phoenix. Another twisting facebuster drop. See, that's way too long. Side slam out of Ben K. Both of these gentlemen are going to need the Ben Gay after this matchup. Twisting belly to belly. Ben K's got a heck of a powerbomb variation as a finish, but Phoenix counters it into a cover. Just 2. Oh, deadlift into the powerbomb from Ben K. 1, 2, 3. Wowzers! Closer than we thought. GWA sneaks out a promotional victory, 3 matches to 2, as both the Dragon Gate Heavyweight Championship is returned to the promotion and the Junior Heavyweight Championship stays put. The Ben K bomb turning out to be the difference in that one. That was cool as hell. I quite like that. All right, so that, I mean, we beat them in both promotional battles, right? But at the end of the by the end of the second show, technically we sort of made them look good because we put over their champions. So I think we're okay here. Failed to take title. I don't care. We still won 3-2. We still won 3-2. Despite those spooky messages. Okay, let's get myself back on screen. That's the last in-ring action you're going to see for the week, but we're going to do a little backstage stuff before we get out of here, like checking out how this event went. Phew, cross-promotion match was amazing. This victory broadcasts our strength to fans and the industry. Let's maintain our momentum. See, so we still get the victory in the cross-promotional battle, but we got Dragon Gate their belt back, which I wanted to accomplish, and this was the easiest way to do it, so big thumbs up there. And we didn't steal their junior title, so we made their junior champion and their now heavyweight champion look good. Like, I think this is win-win. Like, I think we did great. And we got about 3,200 people in the building. It's good stuff. Okay, I'm not expecting us to win. Oh, we have a new NXT Junior Champion. I don't know who that is. Scott something. Roosh is the new ROH Junior Champion. No problem. Oh, we got new Legend 6-person champions because that's what they had. Oh, the Great Muta. Hang on, that was Kensuke Sasaki, the Great Muta, and Masahiro Chono, perhaps? Was that 6-person combination? I'm going to check the other promotions matches in a second, so don't worry about that. We'll take a look. Okay, we still managed to make 100 grand. It was a tiny, tiny show. We still made 100 grand. WWE is doing a singles tournament this month. ROH is doing a singles tournament this month, so they will be unavailable to do things with. Oh, maybe that's why I couldn't lend them talent. I should pay more attention to who's doing what. All right, we're not going to book this May stuff. We're just going to check out what's going on. Carlos Velez was unable to find anyone worth signing. All right, we'll send them back out later. Shouldn't we take some time off? Both you and the wrestlers have earned a vacation. Trips to $11,500 are dirt cheap right now. No. We're not taking a vacation. Uh-oh. I don't know if that hurt. Let me take this personal advice. Jack Howard? Okay, let's do this first. Let's do consultations across the board. First and foremost, welcome Jack Howard. Tiny raises. Once they're over $1,000, everybody just gets tiny raises after that. Personal advice. How we doing? David Houston. Okay, no problem. Unfortunately, it's only one at a time. If I let it go and then somebody sort of like actually telling me, hey, there's a rumor, and they would give me a big list. I think this is actually easier if I just do one at a time. Kenny Omega. Sure. Consultation. Kenny. Smallest raise I can do every time. There you go. Personal advice, trust. Okada. Okay. Got a lot of them this time around. Consultation. They must know that we got that big pay-per-view deal coming. Okada. $2,000. Personal advice. How we doing? El Tejano. Man alive. Nobody likes how I'm paying them, and I'm trying to do the best I can here. Okay, El Tejano. Tiny raise. Okay. That's different. There don't seem to be any trust issues, but be careful. Once wrestlers get surly, they may leave or sign with a rival, so try to keep the talent happy. Does that mean that because I refuse to go on vacation, everybody is pissed at me? Let's check our wrestler stats. Nope. AS. Who's new? Orton's at a B for some reason. I guess he didn't like being sent to another promotion. Everyone's great. Everyone's doing fine. I'm actually also testing their, how's everybody feeling? Yeah, the people that were involved in the promotional battle seem okay for the most part. El Tejano's legs are a little beat up. Paulie's neck's a little, yeah. Yeah, we're doing great now. Okay, everyone's in great shape. I'm not going to hire anybody. I'm going to do that next week/month. Let me do this, though. I always do my maintenance. Make sure I get that done. It's going to cost us like $2,000 a month now, it looks like, in maintenance. Not having to make merchandise for that show was a big boon. So great. There we go. Everything's up, up, up. These are big investments. Big investments. Like, I'd like these. I would like to level these up, though. Easier to get wrestlers. Okay, let's do that. And let's do this one. There we go. Okay. All right, feeling good about it. How we doing merchandise-wise? Those are both fine. Sales aren't so hot, boss. This stuff may be past its shelf life. How many did we make of these? 5? Okay, I'll eat that. I'll eat that last bit. But these ones are still good. Sales aren't so hot, we may have misread the market. We'll do it one more time, just to see. Just one more time. Because we're going to be booking a normal show next time around, so we should be okay. What I did want to do before I did anything else, though, was send out scouts. There we go. So Lucha and Hardcore out of Latin America. Again, Lucha, Latin America should be your bread and butter. There's a ton of AAA and CMLL talent that I added to the game that should be available to be scouted. Okay, sent them off. Let's take a look at everybody. By everybody, I mean the other promotions. So we got 23 out of 26. We have our 3 title belts because we lost the other one. Dragon Gate's got their 5 active again. They're doing great. All right, let's take a look. What was WWE doing? They sold out a 15,000 seater. They almost put on a good show. In that, like 80% and higher is a good show. Ruby Riott now and Aleister Black's probably a real good team. Naya's team versus Dominic's team, still stealing the show so far. Eric and Robert Roode coming close. Oh, here we go. Mandy Rose, Bianca Belair stealing the show in your semi-main event. The Miz, Jackson Riker. And then in your main event, Xavier Woods and Bobby Lashley having a real stinker. Real stinky doo-doos. Okay, how we doing here? 3,500 for New Japan, putting on a slightly less satisfactory show. Kojima El Desperado. The best... Oh, hang on. There we go. Tiger Mask 4, Clark Connors at a 93%. Your best match on the show. Hang on once again. Jay White, Tomohiro Ishii with a 5-star match. But then the main event fails to inspire. Carl Fredericks and Will Ospreay in a 53% draw. All right. 15,000 seater for AEW. I got to update their roster a little bit. I don't think El Lindemann isn't showing up anymore. I don't know if they have the Strong Hearts deal at all anymore, to be quite honest. A 100% draw with Evil Uno in your second match. 2 draws in a row, and they just got happier about it. Still, 79% is just below what we want, or what any promotion wants. You want at least 80. And then we see Brian Pillman Jr. and Mark Quinn putting on a burner. How we doing? JD Drake and Santana, 3 draws on this card. Priscilla Kelly Alley, doing great. And then Marco Stunt's team, which looks like it's 3 people, versus Chuck Taylor's team. So I'm assuming that was Jurassic Express versus Best Friends in your main event, because it should take the other team members from their stable since they're organized in stables. Okay, NXT, oh dear, booked a 15,000 seater and didn't fill half of it. Again, almost put on a satisfactory show because they're looking for that magic 80% or higher. Ginny Nina Samuels stealing the show so far. Can't go higher than that. Oh, there we go. Ember Moon, Kaylee Ray. The ladies. The ladies again, I say that because Isaiah Scott, Io Shirai in match 11. Wow. They had 3 100s and they still barely missed hitting 80 because they had stuff like Robert Stone, Alexander Wolf, Jessamine Duke, Flash Morgan Webster. Like they either crushed it or got in like the 50s. That's brutal. All right. CMLL. I'm not going to know a lot of these people. They put on a 3,000 seater. See, that's what we need, 80 and up. So they put on a satisfactory show. Some team matches in the first 2 contests, doing quite well. Blue Panther versus Hechicero. They loved. How we doing down? Star Junior versus Nitro is also pretty good. Okay then. Big Japan putting on hardcore. You know who I'm looking for. Yeah, in your main event, I think Fujita and Hogan are the tag team champions, so they may have defended the belts there. But another stinker of a card from Big Japan. Opening strong with Quiet Storm versus Daisuke Sakimoto. And then everything else is trash. Poor guys. So unsatisfactory shows, but still selling out the arenas. AAA. Oh, there they go. They hit the magic 80. They filled the place. 8,000 plus. Let's see. Fabio Apache Blue Demon Jr. so far. Oh, there we go. Tag match, a 8-person tag match, got 100%. And then Moko Kota Jr. versus Aerostar in your main event was only 87, but that's okay. Ring of Honor did a tournament to crown that junior champion that Roosh won against Eli Issam. It also included Session Moth Martina versus Mandy Leone in the first round, Tracy Williams against Eli Issam, Roosh versus Sumi Sakai, Ray Horace versus no entry. Ray Horace with a bye into the second round and, bye into the semifinals and still couldn't do anything with it. And average card rating, 77%, just below satisfactory, and they only got 1,600 people in the arena. I think we're going to leapfrog a few promotions at the end of this year. It's just this feeling I have. All right, 3,500 people here, because we're consistently, when we're in the Americas, selling out 15,000 seat arenas, and now at the very least in Mexico, we can do 3. So just throwing that out there. Ooh, 76, still not great. Got 3,500 plus. Tetsuya Endo versus Kota Umeda. Oh, there we go. Ken Oka versus Toru Owashi. That's surprising that was that high. Seems to be going great in the latter half of the card here. And then things kind of, the second half of the card definitely saved them. All Japan. 80%. That's what you want. 3,500. Respectable. Okay, what do we got? Dylan James versus Utumaro. I don't know Utumaro. I know Dylan James. 95%. Oh yeah, they signed Rob Van Dam a while ago. Katayoshi Joel Redman, 82. There we go. Shuji Kondo. Kazuhiro Tamura, 91 in your main event. So, satisfactory card overall. Dragon Gate, of course, was the show we just did, which is kind of fun. So they also get credit for an 86% card rating and a full house of 3,000. That's pretty cool. Because I can do this, because it's literally the same thing. Yeah. Okay, so we shared the card there. And then Impact, how'd they do? Booked a 5,000 seater, got 4,200 people in it. Disappointing. Adam Thornstowe, Larry D, so far. Best show on the card. Continues to be so. Got to update their roster. Oh yeah! So they brought in Kazuchika, or sent them Kazuchika Okada, and he had a crappy match against Carl Anderson. Sorry about that, guys. How about Noah? Did we send anybody to Noah? I don't think we sent anybody to Noah. They got an average of 70. They got 7,600 in a 10,000 seater, so not quite selling that out. Takashi Siguro versus Masato Tanaka. So far the best match on the show. Yep, that doesn't change. Bob Backlund headlining once again. Okay, GCW, we sent them Randy. Didn't even use him. Didn't we send them Randy Orton? Oh no, sorry, we sent them Keith Lee. Keith Lee beat Matt Tremont in another crappy match. They got 5,000 people into the arena. That's good. The main event, Dickinson versus Nick Gage, probably was ridiculous. But yeah, pretty much a one-match show there. That's disappointing. And we weren't able to get anybody in the Legends thing. And yeah, like we said... Oh, I don't know who that is. Sorry, that's Tatsumi Fujinami, Kensuke Sasaki, and the Great Muta are the Legends 6-person tag team champions, beating Liger's team in the finals. I would have loved to have known what all of the teams were, but they sold out a 10,000-seater arena to get there. So they are a major threat. They certainly are. How we doing? Yeah, we're a C in Latin America now. AABB, BCBC. Oh, wow, they're only a C in Japan. They're more popular in America and Latin America than they are in their own home, province, or, home base. BBBC. Oh, they're all over the place. Okay. CCAC, CCBC, CCCD. Where are they out of? America? Wow, they've done a lot to work internationally. A lot more than I have. All Japan is just C's across the board. Impact is, they're focusing. They are focusing. I think we're doing pretty well overall. Let's double check our trust issues. I don't know why it's saying this time, but be careful. Once they get surly, they may leave or sign with a rival, so try to keep them happy. Everybody's happy except Randy Orton is a B, and I'll just give him a title match. I'll do Orton Adam Page next month or something like that, and we'll be fine. In fact, let me pencil it in immediately. Okay, I gotta fix the rules, and we're gonna do Adam Page. who is your Hall of Fame champion, versus the legend killer, Randy Orton. There. So I penciled that in as our main event once we come back. Yeah, I can't believe how well the natural booking of that Dragon Gate quote-unquote feud went. Like, we beat them in both of the promotional battles, but on the way out, we put both of their champions over. So we kind of, you know, I'm not necessarily saying we did the right thing, but I think we did a pretty decent job as things go. And we're about to go. So I'd like to thank everybody for watching, no matter where or when you happen to be. Wishing you all chill vibes and clear skies. If you find yourself in possession of a plethora of positive energy, please share it if you can spare it. And don't forget about your old pal, the Silent G, Rad Gnarly, saying so long for now. We will be back Friday afternoon at 2 p.m. Eastern to follow the pretty birdie in BioShock Infinite. Until then, TTFN, let's find somebody to spread a little love to on our way out. Let's see what we can see. Let's go say hi to Vert. All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hopefully I see you tomorrow afternoon for our BioShock Infinite playthrough. Now, I might have some sort of... I was warned via email that there might be some interruptions to my internet service tomorrow afternoon, so I apologize in advance if there are disruptions in the broadcast, but I do intend to go from 2 until 5 p.m. as per usual, doing BioShock Infinitum. Okay, so ta-ta for now. I'm going to go ahead and send this raid off and say ta-ta.